try? Hey Daniel. Hey Friendo. Can you guys hear me all right? Want to try a social experiment? Nice. How are you guys doing? Hey, hey Kathy, Anon. I'm sitting here in the old spot where I used to sit. Um, I'm thinking there might be a bit more people today because there's a game, so let's see. And I wanted to do it later, but there's always something later, you know how it is. Today I actually did something very interesting, but I'll tell you something about it. Hey, you want to try a social experiment? Oh, okay. Lovely weather. Yeah, yeah. It's actually pretty perfect. It's like 21 degrees and just right. Not too warm, not too cold. Um, let's see. We're trying to get some people to do the social experiment. Today I was at an animal sanctuary, a place where they save chickens from. Well, they buy spent chickens from farmers and then they give them a better life. Uh, so yeah, that was interesting. You guys want to try a social experiment? Hello. You guys want to try a social experiment? Nobody yet. Hey, if not, we'll move. Let's see, we'll give it another 10 minutes. You guys want to try a social experiment? Hey, you want to try?
Hi. How are you?
Hi, good. You want to try it? I just ask you some questions, get you to think.
Okay.
Can you come more closer so that you're in the view? Because you're live now on YouTube. Are you okay with being live?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Dami.
I'm Lucio.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, how do you feel about discrimination?
Yeah.
Is-
Of course, this discrimination is not
It's bad.
not good.
Right?
It's bad. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say, do you find yourself that it's important for you that you don't discriminate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I find it also important that people don't discriminate me.
Exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So, what about if it's a discrimination based on physical characteristic, like color of their skin, like quantity of hair, or height, or weight the way they walk? Is that something that is fair to discriminate on?
No.
Okay, it will make sense. Bear with me. How about their intellectual capacity? If they're like intellectually challenged, would it be fair to discriminate
No.
based on
No.
that?
Of course not. No.
No. Okay. Okay. And now this one will be a bit of a hard one.
Okay.
How about species? Is it okay to discriminate based on species?
No.
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 No. Okay. So because nobody chooses the species that they're born in,
No.
right? So how do you feel about the animals that we force into slaughterhouses for us? Do you think we're discriminating them?
I never thought about that.
Yeah, because like do you like dogs? Do you like cats?
Yeah, dogs.
Yeah, you like dogs. Okay, nice. Well, would you ever consider eating dog meat or
No,
no?
because I see it as a house. How do you say it?
Yeah, like a pet, like a
Yeah, yeah,
companion,
pet.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
companion,
yeah.
right? Yeah, but like, do you see yourself? Do you understand that like a cow is very much similar to a dog in that way, and that we
Yeah.
discriminate based on their species?
Yeah.
Because to all,
Yeah, I can imagine.
yeah. So discriminating based on species is called speciesism, right? And it's inherently wrong, and it's unfair towards the individual who's suffering the discrimination, right? So in this case, when animals go into slaughterhouses for you and they get exploited, do you think it's fair that this happens to them?
No, if you see it that way, then no,
No.
definitely not. No.
Is there any other way to see it?
I don't know. I think it's a difficult item because I also eat meat, but I find it very important that I don't eat meat of the cows that are like bioindustry. So I think it's a big difference if it's
But
if it yeah
but these animals still get exploited and slaughtered for
Yeah.
something that is essentially optional to us, right?
Yeah.
Because we can thrive without ever having any animal product whatsoever. Like, let me just put things into perspective a little bit. Do you know? Do you consume dairy products like milk, cheese? Do you know anything about the dairy industry?
yeah, a bit.
How do you imagine that they extract the milk from cows, for example?
Yeah, it's not very friendly.
Yeah, can you
Because-
describe it to me just to be sure? Because I like a lot of people don't know a lot about it. They keep it in secret, so that's why I'm.
No, of what I know about it is that they give birth because otherwise they don't have milk.
Exactly, that's a good point. Yes.
Yeah. So
What do you
yeah.
think happens to the babies?
yeah, they are kept away.
Yeah.
So because of the how do you call a baby cow in English?
Oh, the calf.
Yeah, the calf. So, yeah, I can imagine that I have also a baby. That if I'm giving birth and my baby,
Gets taken away.
yeah,
It's not nice, is
no, it's terrible. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's the same for the cows too.
Yeah.
The feeling.
Yeah, they do. They do feel. They do
Yeah.
suffer, and a lot of the times the reason why they take the babies away, like from the day that they're born, is because
Yeah.
if they let them stay with their mothers, as some farmers say they do, it's even more distressful for them because they form a deeper bond with their babies.
Yeah.
And then taking them away is even worse,
Yeah.
right? So there's no good way of doing a bad thing, is there?
No.
Yeah. So what do you think happens to the babies if they're born male, if they can't produce milk?
They get slaughtered.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And if they're born female, same as their mothers, year-over-year forceful impregnation. So by the way, these cows don't choose to get pregnant, right?
No, they.
They get forced into it. And after 6 to 8 years, when they can no longer produce enough milk to be financially viable, they go to a slaughterhouse and they can live 20 years. So they don't live even half their life.
No.
Is that something you want to keep participating in?
No, if you say it that way, then no. No. Yeah, I never. Yeah, because it's so normal to us, I
Yeah.
never see it that way. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
I've
not in
been
a.
there.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
not
there.
in a bad way that I.
Yeah.
Because yeah, everyone deserves a good life. Also, an animal.
Exactly. All of them deserve a good life, and none of them deserve their right to life and freedom to be taken away
No.
just because we can, right?
No.
So, I mean, obviously, what happened in the past, you weren't aware of it, and I'm raising the awareness for you right now.
Yeah.
But I want to know is, what do you want to do going forward? Do you want to keep paying these industries to do this to cows? Whether it's biologic or small farms, they all do the same thing. It can get even worse in some farms or better in others. But what we described, what we discussed just now, is pretty common practices. There's no farm that doesn't do that.
No.
So, do you want to keep participating in this? Because you understand when you buy one of these products, you pay money to the farmers and tell them, I want you to do more of this to animals so that I can get my product, right?
Yeah. But I know what you mean. But I think, yeah, for me it's different when I buy meat when I know the cow is having a good life compared to the bio industry, because
Yeah.
I never buy meat in the supermarket or something like that. But
But did you have
yeah,
a good life so far?
yeah.
Would it be fair for somebody to take it for
No,
you
no, no,
because they
no.
like the taste of your flesh?
No, of course not.
No,
No.
yeah. So then it wouldn't be fair to apply the same logic to a cow
No,
also,
no,
right?
no, no.
Regardless if they had a good life or not, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to keep participating? I'm sorry, I keep coming back to this question
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
feel like, I know it's a hard question to ask, but to answer, but like how many more animals do you feel need to go through this process for you? Like how many more animals have to be brought into an existence where they're just exploited and then slaughtered
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah. No more animals.
No more, right?
No.
Do you know what veganism is?
Mhm.
Can you walk me through it?
Yeah. So you don't eat anything uh, of an animal. So also no dairy or
Yeah, yeah. So
eggs or
that's a consequence of it. Veganism is more like it's a moral principle where we say animals should not be exploited for us. They should not be treated like objects because everything we described so far, they're treated like objects. The moment they're no longer good, they're discarded.
yeah.
They're forcefully impregnated. Nobody regards them or their feelings, right?
No.
We care about what they give to us, right? So even the biological industry and all of these industries, the only reason why they have better practices for the animals is because of the products that they give. If the products would be the same, they wouldn't care about the animals at all. That's the reality, the sad
Yeah.
reality. So veganism is just, it's a moral stance where we say, I don't want to participate in any of it. I don't want to be part of it. It's like, it's accustomed to like being a feminist. You know, when feminist you say, I want women to have equal rights and opportunities as men.
Yeah.
Veganism is more like I want animals to have at least the basic right to their life, their body, and
Yeah.
some form of freedom, right? So, do you see yourself as going vegan knowing this?
I don't know. I think it's very difficult because of the nutrients. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understand
So
what
like,
you mean. Like the diet itself can be
yeah, and the
challenging. Yeah.
proteins and something like that.
But
I
if
don't
I
know
give
if
you,
it's if that's suitable for me.
but if I give you resources that will help you, well, like, because there's a thing called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist that's free.
Yeah.
They send you recipes every day. They help you say what to supplement and everything.
Yeah.
So basically, they help you handle every part of nutrition that is required.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that you have to want it, right? You have to want to not participate in this animal violence, animal exploitation. So,
Yeah.
so my question to you is, do you want to keep participating? I know I kept asking you this, but it is important that do you want to stop this? Do you feel like you want going forward for more animals to be exploited for you?
Yeah. I want to stop it, and then especially the bio industry,
Yeah.
because the animals are treated very badly.
So today I actually came from, there's a sanctuary. I went to a sanctuary today. A sanctuary is a place where they rescue animals from farms and,
Yeah.
so what happens in egg laying farms, for example, when chickens can no longer produce enough eggs, they are sent to a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
So the sanctuary that I went to today basically would buy the chickens from the farmers, and they would um, they would find people to adopt them, so that they would take care of them for the rest of their life.
Oh,
And
yeah?
there were a lot of chickens coming from the biological industries, and they had like eye infections. They had the feathers ripped off of them. And somebody told me, like, just to understand, like, the farmers, how much they care about them is that when they went to take the chickens, the farmer came with like 3 chickens holding each of them by their legs. Of course, their legs broke, so
Yeah.
they had to. That's how much they care about them.
Yeah.
They're just like objects to them, right?
Yeah.
So when
And
we
they only care about money.
exactly,
Yeah.
and when we give them money to do this, we are part of it,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
right?
true. Yeah.
So I will. I hope that this discussion changes something for you because
It changes something.
it's it's not easy sitting here and
No.
talking to people and telling them about this. A lot of people are reluctant to change things.
Yeah.
But the reality is sometimes the things that are right to do are not always the easiest.
No,
things
no,
to
no.
do,
That's
right?
definitely true. Yeah.
Yeah, but we should still do them, right?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the fact that they are discriminatory against
Yeah.
other beings.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you some resources to look more into it. Do you have any questions for me? I'm vegan, by the way.
Yeah.
In case you haven't realized, yeah.
It would be weird if you aren't
Yeah,
vegan.
that's true.
No, I can find myself in your opinion.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. And this is
Oh, you have.
yeah, I have several cards on me. This is my social media in case you want to see yourself. It's live now. um, there's on this website, if you scan this or
Oh
go on
yeah.
this website, they'll ask you for a code and type this code. If you scan this, they won't ask you for a code.
Okay.
Set it to English because I think you're Dutch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell by the accent.
Yeah.
So I would argue that when you get there, set it to English and watch the most important speech you'll ever hear.
Okay.
They teach. It's a guy holding a speech, teaching you exactly like we had discussed now about eggs, about honey, about the whole thing about animal practice. Best case scenario, at least learn where your food is coming from and
Yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah.
And I hope you don't want to be part of it. And if you choose that you don't want to be part of it, Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist. As
Okay.
I said, they send you vegan
Okay.
recipes every day. It's all free.
Interesting.
You just gotta want it. And besides, like nowadays, we have so much available information. We have Google, we have ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know how to make a recipe, you Google it. If Google doesn't have it, you ask ChatGPT and they'll help you. It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
it's
it's very
insane.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very easy. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will have a look.
You'll have a
Sure.
look?
Yeah.
Okay, keep in mind that going forward, when you buy an animal product, an animal will be exploited and slaughtered for you.
Yeah.
And if you don't want that to happen, until you make a decision whether you go vegan or not, choose a plant-based diet
Yeah.
and then make a decision for yourself.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
You will?
Yeah. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Dami.
Dami, nice
Yeah.
name. Thank you so much for having this conversation. And let's
thank you.
let's not choose unfairness, right?
No,
we
of
want
course.
to be fair towards
Yeah,
animals.
yeah, of
And it
course.
also benefits our society, doesn't it? When we
Yeah,
act
yeah,
fairly
definitely.
towards animals, we will act also fairly towards the other
Yeah.
human beings.
Yeah,
Right?
that's definitely true.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dami.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Ulf. Hey, everybody. Let's see if we get more of a conversation. She was pretty open-minded. She was a nice girl. I felt like probably if I had footage, this would have been it for her. So I don't have it on me, sadly. Oh, I wish I did, because that would have been it. I feel like that's exactly what she needed, just the footage, to see it for her eyes, to really cement that. My sign is attracting a lot of attention, by the way. Everybody's looking at me. Oh, okay, yeah. Freddy AI is in the chat. Guys, like, Freddy AI is a bigot, so I would say don't argue with him too much. Just let him be.
What are you talking about, my friend?
Hi. So I ask you a couple of questions, get you to think. What's your name?
My name's Rico.
Rico. Nice to meet you, Rico. I'm Chip.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me get here. If you're gonna sit there, can you come? Yeah.
Does it cost something?
No, of course not. Okay, so Rico, how do you feel about discrimination?
Not good.
Not good.
It's
Do you
not a
think?
good thing.
Do you think we should ever discriminate on individuals based on any physical trait?
In my opinion, never.
Never, never. Do you find yourself that it's important for you that you never discriminate?
I think every person discriminates in his life, some person or other persons, but in my opinion, it's not the right way. I think it's the wrong way. We are all human beings. You have to be good to each other, in my opinion. So,
But if we discriminate, it's important that we realize and we change, right?
yes, of course.
Okay, I like it. So I'm gonna ask you like a couple of questions. Maybe they seem pretty clear, but just bear with
On
me.
that
and
point,
makes
my
sense.
friend,
Yes.
the point is that every person, every human being is doing some mistakes, you know?
Yeah, I understand that.
And
Yeah. That's
to
not,
know
we're not
the-
here to judge.
Yes,
We're not here to judge.
to know these mistakes and never discriminate again, then I'm fine with it.
I completely agree, right?
Yes.
This is a judgment-free zone. We're not going to judge. If there's
it's
something
okay,
we
it's
don't
okay.
know,
I'm
or
just
something,
explaining, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. I just want you to feel safe and
Yeah, it's
relax.
okay, it's
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, Is it okay? Is it fair if we discriminate based on, I don't know, like as I said, a physical characteristic, like let's say the color of their skin, the amount of their hair, the way they walk?
No, in my
No.
opinion, no.
No,
No
okay.
way.
Is it fair if we discriminate based on cognitive abilities, like if somebody is intellectually challenged or something like
No,
that?
they care nothing for it. It's from God given, you know.
Okay.
Because of that, no way.
Okay, and the next one will be a bit of a hard question. Is it fair if we discriminate based on species? It's still a characteristic that you're born into, right?
Yeah, that's also God given. You know, you can't decide how to come on this earth.
Exactly.
Because of that, every way of discrimination is shit.
I love it. Okay, and how do you feel then about the animals that we force into slaughterhouses for us? Do you think we're discriminating based on them? We
That-
don't need to force them into slaughterhouses.
You know, that's a difficult question with the animals because in some ways, and some people need animals to live. You know.
Well, biologically speaking, there are several studies showing that none of us need animal products to survive
You know,
or
you
thrive.
mean like vegetarian or?
I mean, like vegans, like we don't need absolutely any animal products.
Yes.
And anything that we need from animal products, we can supplement it, right?
Yeah,
So in that
that's
sense,
true.
we don't actively need to exploit and slaughter these animals for ourselves, right?
Yes,
And
that's true.
So if I ask you, for example, would you send a dog to a slaughterhouse or a cat to a slaughterhouse? No.
Never.
But you find no issue in doing that to a cow, for example, right?
Yes.
Do you feel like that's a bit discriminatory based on species?
If you look at this point, yes, I would say yes.
Yeah.
But what I mean is maybe when you go to eat a chicken wrap.
Yeah.
You know, that's a thing that you learn as a kid.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
eat it the last 20, 30, 40 years.
Without
you know?
even knowing
yes,
what's happening
yes,
behind,
that's
right?
the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe with the time, you learn to know it, and then you don't eat
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, so obviously what happened in the past was what happened in the past.
Yes,
I used to
that's true.
participate in it too. I used to eat animal products.
Yes.
But I stopped because I didn't want to discriminate based on them. I thought it's unfair. Honestly, the main reason for me was learning about what the dairy industry does.
Yes.
And I thinking it's extremely unfair the way they treat animals. Do you know anything about the dairy industry, for example?
No.
So
When I'm sure, then no.
why do you think cows produce milk?
To make money.
To make money, yeah, yeah. So the cows produce milk when they have babies. They're like
Yes.
mammals. They're just
Yes.
like you and me, like any other mammals, like humans also, right? So for farmers forcefully impregnate them. Somebody literally fists them, puts their hands in their anus, holds their cervix, and injects bull semen.
In that detail, I don't want to know it.
Somebody has to
For
jerk
sure.
off a bull for that to happen. It's insane. And this, by the way, all this you can find in the how-to on YouTube. You can find how-to tutorials on YouTube about this. So
Okay.
it's not even secret footage. It's something that it's pretty readily available for everybody who wants to become a farmer.
Okay.
When the baby is born, what do you think happens to the babies?
Firstly, they will grow. After.
No, so the milk, because the industry produces milk, the milk cannot be
Yeah, they
consumed
drink
by
the milk of
yeah.
their mothers first.
Well, they won't. They don't allow them to drink the milk of their mothers.
Yeah,
They-
maybe
they-
on biologic.
even in biological, they everywhere they separate the babies from their mothers because otherwise they would drink their milk.
Okay.
And then obviously we take the milk. If the baby is a male, they don't produce milk. What do you think happens to them?
I don't know.
They get slaughtered. They get killed. They're useless to the industry.
That's not nice. Yeah.
And
But-
if the baby is a female,
But
year over year,
you
forceful
know,
impregnation.
You know,
yeah,
the
go on.
point is that this industry is so big, you cannot do even anything against it. You know, it's too difficult to stop this way. You
Yeah,
know,
but-
because there are when we say there are like 7 billions of people, human beings, then how many of these people think like you?
No, I
Can you tell
agree.
me?
I agree. That's very few people, right? It's less than 2%, right? But just because it's less
Yes,
than
true.
2% doesn't mean that you, a person who like is aware and who doesn't want to discriminate, should go on discriminating. A lot of people also are unaware about the practices and they don't know.
But for me, that's not a way of discrimination because that's a way you told it. Okay, there are many other products to eat, but if you don't like this product, if you have problems with this product, maybe, for example, I have a friend. He cannot eat vegan products. The doctor don't allow.
You cannot eat vegetables.
I don't know. Then I don't know, but
beans.
vegan no. no milk, no nothing, you know. And
Yeah, I don't think that is true. I'm sorry.
I don't know,
Yeah, I
but he
don't think
told
that's
me.
true.
And
There's
when
no such condition where you can't eat, where you have to eat only animal products.
yeah, maybe I don't know, but he told me that, and then he has to eat some fish, something like that. You know, he has to get the proteins from the fishes, maybe.
So doctors, they don't have nutritional training
Yes.
in all the countries. Doctors are taught about the diseases and infections and how to prevent diseases, but they don't have any nutritional training whatsoever. So in that sense, if a doctor recommends you that you need to eat this, it doesn't mean it's true, right? Nutritionists, dietitians, those are people who are specialized in this and
I
they have
also
better
get
knowledge.
some supplements. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, so I mean, knowing this about what happens in the dairy industry, and you say it's not discrimination, but it is because, as you said, we wouldn't want to do this to dogs, and you wouldn't see a society where we fist dogs.
But are you eating dogs?
No, no, no.
No.
But like, I use it as an example because you say most people agree that this shouldn't be done to dogs.
I just talk about chicken.
Yeah, but what is it that a chicken you think deserves to have their beaks cut, their legs broken, or to be forced into situations where you would otherwise like exploited for something
they never deserve it. They never deserve it. But
right.
that's the way the life goes on. You know, that's the earth is working.
But
The system is working.
But you could say the same about if we had a population of humans on this earth that were exploited, we could say the same thing, right? The system works. We can keep going. Like, can you even imagine that? Can you think of a situation where in our past we actually did similar things to humans, where we said the system is working?
Yeah, there are many examples. Of
There
course.
are many examples,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, but we stopped doing that because we said it's not fair towards them. It's not fair to discriminate based on race or whatever we were discriminating based on there.
Yes.
And now we discriminate based on species. We move to species because we say these species, cats, dogs, never touch them. In fact, they're protected by law in a lot of countries. But these other species, fist them, kill them,
That's
shoot
not
them,
That's
whatever.
not good. That's not the right way, in my opinion.
Yeah, but do you understand that when you buy an animal product, you support this? You basically tell the farmers, do more of this
Yeah,
so that I can
that's-
get my product?
I understand it, yes, but how I said, there are some people who has to get it.
But you're not one of those people.
No,
No, so you can stop.
maybe.
Yeah. So what is preventing you from stopping? Like, why not stop this violence? Why not be violent?
I eat so lightly, you know. I love to eat chicken wraps, or I don't know, chicken burgers.
But if I love to eat human wraps, human burgers,
No,
would that make it right?
I don't believe that this is so delicious like chicken, you know.
Yeah, but like,
That's my opinion.
does the taste matter? Does the pleasure that you get from exploiting one individual matter?
No, that
No.
not.
So then, what you're using now is you're using taste pleasure to justify your exploitation for these beings.
That's too detailed for me now. You know, that's now some question that I can't answer because I don't see it like you in this way.
But this isn't how I see it. This is the reality.
Yeah, but as I said, when you grow up with these products, you know.
I grew up also with
Yes,
it. That's not an excuse.
Then it's really difficult to stop this way to eat and to get some products like this.
But do you think it's more difficult for you or for the chickens who have their go through electrocuted and then have their neck cut?
No answer. I don't know.
No answer.
For who is it more
Come on,
difficult?
you know
I
it's
don't
more
know.
difficult for them.
I don't know. No.
You don't know.
What I say is now lying. Because of that, I don't know. I can't say anything to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're waiting for me. I have to drink
so
beer.
if you're not violent towards animals,
I'm never violent to any human being.
but you are when you pay for this.
No.
You're paying
I'm never violent to any human
slashing
being.
the throat of a chicken is not violent.
That's too detailed for me now, my friend.
But that's
because-
what you pay for, man.
No.
Just because you refuse to think
Okay,
about it
what
doesn't
you
mean
want?
it doesn't
What you want to
happen.
do to stop me now?
I don't want to do anything to stop you. I'm trying to tell you what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I
and-
know. You don't have to tell me this. I know
Yeah.
that way.
So
but
then, if you know that way, if you say you're against it, then how can you be against it while actively supporting it?
I'm not supporting it in that way.
You are. You are giving
No,
them money.
When I'm buying it, then I'm not supporting it to kill the animals. You know,
What are you supporting if not to kill the animals?
I'm supporting the retailers.
Come on, man. You know that's true. You know that's.
Yeah, it's okay. I have to drink beer now, okay?
Yeah. Can you look more into it?
Yeah, thank
Are
you.
you gonna? Can I give you a card? If you
Okay.
if you promise me if you look more into it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let me
You have
give-
YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Vegan Power Lab. I'll give you in a second.
Let me look.
This is a pamphlet. You should read it out. And this is my social media.
Okay, I'm looking now, yeah?
You look now.
Thank you.
Okay, don't let it slip, man. Don't be violent. Oh, you banned Fred? Nice. Yeah, details. I know. Yeah, the cognitive dissonance set in at some point. I don't know if I realized exactly when. But it did, huh? And he started justifying and saying like, no, that's not what he pays for. He was trying to negate it. Oh. You wanna try? I try to be nice. I'm honestly trying to be nice because after visiting this sanctuary today, I feel like I just want to tell people off today. But I'm trying to be nice so that we get someplace. His little brain can't handle the details slow. Yeah. You guys want to try it?
What is it?
I just ask you some questions, get you to think.
No, but it's on
It's
live. No,
live.
no recording,
Yeah, it's
no
live.
recording.
You don't want to try it?
No, it's because he's really racist.
Do it. Two of us.
He's really racist.
What is it?
You're
How long
really
will it take?
racist?
No, he was joking.
Ah, you was
I'm
joking.
not.
Okay, okay.
How many people are on?
23, not a lot of people. Okay, so what do you guys think about this?
It's a dog and a cat.
What does it say?
Animal use should be legal. Changed my mind.
Do you
Should
believe
be I
legal?
actually did
Should
a
be
philosophy undergraduate degree, so this would be a great question.
Should animal abuse be legal?
No.
No, it shouldn't.
No.
Why not?
Well, because animals aren't sentient beings like us.
Oh, they are.
They're not.
I mean, there's the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness that says these animals are definitely
No, no, no,
sentient.
no.
But there's no
Fact.
form of language between us and animals,
They're
therefore
not-
we can understand what they prefer,
They're
what
not
they don't
as
prefer.
no, because
Nor,
it's still
nor,
abuse.
nor
It's
also,
still
if you
abuse.
took an animal that was abused and an animal that wasn't abused, the animal that wasn't abused would grow up to have greater traits than the one that shouldn't be abused.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Damn,
know
that
what,
was-
what,
that
what
was
that's
hard.
supposed
Just
to
chatting a
That
whole lot
was
of
hard,
nothing.
that was
real
hard.
quick.
be. Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
if you took one dog that was abused and one dog that wasn't abused, the dog that wasn't abused would grow up to have better traits than the dog that was abused.
Yes.
Is that incorrect or not incorrect?
No, that's
But
correct.
it
That's
says
correct.
Animal abuse should be legal.
Yeah, therefore it shouldn't be legal.
It shouldn't be legal.
No.
No, but why? Why shouldn't it be legal? Why shouldn't I be able to abuse
It is
animals?
scientific
You don't wanna
fact
be
that
cut a
animals
zoom and
aren't
fucking kick
as
a cat.
intelligent as humans in certain regards, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, I mean, it's the same as saying should humans be able to be abused? No.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same, right? So
No,
then,
it's the same.
if you're okay,
don't
if
want
you
to
say
get
we shouldn't be abusing these animals, what about cows, chickens, pigs? Should we be abusing
Are
them?
you vegan?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're
vegetarian.
vegan.
Yeah.
But it's not
Eesh.
abuse. If it's in a humane manner, it's not abuse. It's the
So
the
slitting
cycle of
somebody's
life.
throat is not abuse.
Not if it's not painful.
No, but also a cat.
I mean,
a cat and
it's
a cow
obviously
is- they're
painful
not house
slitting
animals.
somebody's throat.
Not
They're not house
necessarily.
animals though.
So why does that matter? If it's an outside dog, if it's not a house animal, would it be okay to slash their
It's just
throat?
weird to eat dog and cat. In my
I mean,
opi-
it's
in my
just not
personal
socially acceptable by us as a society, right?
Yeah.
opinion.
but,
I'm
uh,
not having the.
But what is exactly the difference between them? Because to them, they all lose their life for something
What do
that
you
is
use
not
the
needed
dog
for
for?
us,
What do
right?
you use the dog for?
I don't use dogs for
Yeah,
anything.
but you use cows and all the other.
I don't use
farm
cows
animals.
also for anything.
You don't drink milk.
All right, let me
No.
ask you a question, yeah? If a dog came up to you and said, oh, I'll give you a quick wristy,
I
Yeah,
give you a
so-
quick what?
Wristy.
Wristy.
What's a wristy?
like just a quick one.
It's not long. Like he just quickly does it though.
What do you mean?
It's like a form of
Like-
like affection that the dog
Like,
shows
say
you,
this
though.
guy, his name's Jamal, yeah?
Yeah.
Jamal said, do you want a quick one? What would you say?
What's a quick one? Like
Like,
killing them?
Just,
No, no,
like
no.
just a quick, you know,
Wristy.
like help you out.
You mean like, is this a sexual thing that you're
No,
asking?
No.
No, obviously
Wait, we need
not,
to go
man.
to rugby.
I don't know what you mean. What a
we need
wristy?
to-
What's
we
a
need to go watch
wristy?
the rugby, but it's nice to meet you.
What the hell is a wristy? Oh, Robin Hood, yeah, what the fuck? That was funny. Oh my god. I can't handle this anymore, says Maurice. Yeah, Maurice, that was so ridiculous. It's funny, because we claim intellectual superiority to animals, yet you can't grasp the simple concept of there is no difference between dogs, cows, chicken, pigs. That warrants the difference in treatment. Funny. Funny and sad at the same time, huh? Hi, you want to try it?
Hi, what are you doing?
So I'm live on YouTube right now, if you're okay with that. I'm just getting people to asking them some questions, getting them to think. You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay. Do you like animals?
Yes.
Can you come closer a bit so that you're in view? Like here. So, sorry. Yeah, nice. You like animals?
Yep.
What kind of animals do you like?
I like snakes, I like rabbits, I like dogs, I like parrots.
Oh, nice. Can I ask why is it that you like these animals?
Okay. Cause I like them cause then I like animals cause they're like nice to talk to, they're nice to play with, and yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that animals have a personality of their own?
Um, I don't know.
Like, have you seen multiple animals behaving differently, even if they're like the same species or something? Like
Yeah.
several dogs being different.
Yeah.
Just
I know some dogs that be different, like huskies and Labradors. They're quite different types.
okay. Okay. So, if you do you think it would be okay to harm these animals?
No,
To-
if you harm them hard, then they'll harm you back.
What if they can't harm you back? Would it be okay?
It will not be okay. Then what if like someone's there and they look, and then what if they tell the someone, and then they'll call the cops maybe.
Let's say there isn't even a legal problem. Nobody can call the cops. Would it be okay to harm an animal?
No.
No, still not okay, right? I would say it's not okay to harm them because they're just like us. If you've noticed, if you harm an animal, they feel that they
Yeah, they have emotions.
exactly they have emotions. They feel pain. I like that. What's your name, by the way? I forgot to ask.
Anya.
Anya, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Anya. That's a very nice observation. So you would say you are against harming or exploiting animals, let's say, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what happens, for example, for animal products?
I don't really know.
So for example, do you know anything about how cows give milk or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, I know cows give milk, and cow milk is good for health. And yeah.
So in order for cows to give milk, they have to be pregnant. They have to have a baby,
Yeah.
right? So what farmers do is that after the cows have their babies,
Yeah.
they take away their babies because they want the milk has to go for us for our production, right?
Yeah.
So immediately imagine being separated from your mother simply because somebody wants something from your mother, wants their milk.
Yeah.
That's already bad, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and when the cows can no longer produce enough milk, the farmers they kill them because they say you're useless to me.
Yeah. And some people they eat meat, so they get it from a cow.
Yeah, exactly. Also, which is, do you think it's fair towards the cow to kill them for something that we can choose otherwise?
No.
No, right? And it's the same with milk product. Do you eat any animal products?
Only chicken.
Only chicken, yeah. So chickens suffer the same way, right? They
Yeah.
also feel pain. They also suffer when they're so taking their life for something that we can easily survive without. Do you think it's fair towards them?
No.
No. Okay. So do you know what veganism is?
Vegan is like like vegetables and only stuff that you can eat, like chickens and nothing else.
Yeah. So being vegan means we oppose. It means we're against animals being harmed for us.
Yeah.
Basically, right? So, do you find yourself as being against animals being harmed for you?
Not really, because if you just get harmed by an animal, like a cat, you just get scratched and you can just wash it and then put some cream. So not really.
No, but I mean like we harming animals. Like we oppose the idea that we as humans should never harm animals.
Yeah, we should never harm animals because they also have emotions like us.
Exactly.
Like they can also have the same emotion.
Exactly. They feel happy, they feel sadness. They're just very similar to us in that
Yeah.
way. So chickens are the same way like us, right?
Yeah.
So do you think it would be important for us to not do this to chicken, to not kill them for something that we can easily
Yeah.
survive without? You also agree with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is keeping you from doing all this, for example?
I think just human nature,
Just
in the
human
sense how we're brought up, what we eat, we're just used to it.
Yeah.
And then there are certain elements. Today I'm 43. I think over the past 10 years, I've left out a few things like red meat. I don't eat red meat.
Yeah.
But chicken is readily available.
Yeah, but it's still the same.
Exactly,
It's-
but that's the thing. I don't like it.
yeah.
But given a choice, I eat more vegetables. I try not to, I can't even do dairy. I actually stay away, but it's not more consciously. It's just something that's easier.
Yeah.
Your system is easy, everything's easy. I have pets. We have got a lot of love for animals, like all of us.
But do you think like we can love animals and at the same time eat them?
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult, right? So including chickens, right? Because they also have
Absolutely.
emotions and feel, right?
Absolutely.
So what would you like? I want you going forward from here to get a couple of things. Number one is that what we do to animals is very bad.
Yeah.
Number two is that we don't need to do any of this. We can always choose out. There's always a choice to not do this to animals. To not,
Non-animal.
yeah,
products.
to eat no animal products basically. And number three is that there is an urgency to it because when we buy an animal product, going forward, we put one animal into that practice. So how many more chickens have to die for you
Yeah,
before you choose
yeah.
to stop?
True, very true.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I give you a flyer to look more into it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'll there's a so this is one flyer. Let me give you also my
Oh my God. Yes.
yeah, it's the sad
Yes.
reality,
It
98
is.
percentile.
It is.
Yeah, and this is a card.
Speciesism.
Speciesism, yes,
Yes.
thank you. And Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day, all for free.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, just to help you be vegan. The reality is, it's kind of easy nowadays. You can Google, you can
Yes,
use ChatGPT.
yes.
It's easy to do it. You just gotta want to do it, okay?
Exactly. You make a conscious choice.
Exactly. So will you from now on make a conscious choice to not
Absolutely.
exploit animals anymore?
Absolutely.
I cannot police you going forward.
No, no,
Only
no.
you
Yes,
can do it
yes,
yourself,
for
okay?
Sure. Your perception is the only real difference.
And I have one question for you.
Yeah.
What's your name on YouTube?
My name on YouTube, you have it right here. It's called Vegan Power Lab.
Oh, brilliant. We'll
Yes.
follow you.
Yeah. Thank you.
And your name?
My name is Chip.
Chip.
Chip, yeah, it's short for
Ash
Chip.
and
yeah.
Anya.
Ash and Anya. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I hope that you not only reflect but actually act because
Absolutely.
reflecting is part of it.
It's
but
the first
acting,
step,
But
yeah, but
acting is the most important.
Most important.
Because if you were in the shoes of an animal about to go into a slaughterhouse, would you say no, you take your time and think about it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Or would you say do it now,
Just said
stop?
do it now. Stop.
Yeah. Oh, are you tourists here in Amsterdam?
No, we live in Eindhoven.
Ah, you live in Eindhoven. Because I could have given you also a map of Amsterdam that has vegan restaurants and stuff.
But there are so many options here.
There are so many options, exactly.
Okay, a bulb actually, probably. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
There are so many options.
But
Let's
thank you
choose
so
otherwise,
much.
okay?
Thank you.
And these videos that you're doing, will it be on YouTube?
They're already live on
They
YouTube
are.
right now, yeah. Yeah. So
Be
please
vegan.
love it. Love it.
But thank you so much, Chip.
Until you decide to be vegan, please choose a plant-based diet
Yes.
and then choose to be vegan.
I
Okay?
already have plant-based burgers, by the way.
Oh, perfect.
I like the
no
taste.
no cheese also. Do you know anything about the
No,
dairy
not even
industry?
cheese. That's why I said I don't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
dairy. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
okay.
digest it.
Okay, okay.
So definitely. But thank
Okay.
you so much, Chip.
Watch, scan, go this website, type in this code or scan this and watch the most important speech you'll ever hear.
Okay.
Set it
Okay.
to English. I don't know what the language. It's
English.
only English.
English,
If you set it to
English for sure.
English, because I don't know what. Like sometimes it appears in a different language depending on
Really,
your
I'll
phone's
try
language.
that.
But watch that. It's I think the second. It's between the first three things that you
First
see.
few things. Okay.
It will teach you about all the stuff that, or you also have it in the pamphlet. But it's important
Okay.
that we don't participate in this. That we do
Absolutely.
better.
But thank you for
Yeah.
bringing out this awareness. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Chip.
Hey, thank you so much. Have a
And
good
one-
one.
You too.
Be vegan. There are good people just waiting for the info, says Ali. Yeah, that's why activism is important. Some people are just in the dark about what happens to animals. Exactly. I think the little girl was very open-minded. I like that. It gave me hope, you know? But you see, though, that's the problem. Or you see it even with her, right? She understood about other animals, but the minute we talked about chickens, she's like, that's what we do, huh? So it's sad to see that this programming happens young and it goes on for so long. So we need to stop it, you know. That's why being active, doing activism is important indeed. 5 o'clock. 46 minutes. You wanna try? I feel like now Die Militante Veganerin, I know she has like images on her flyer and not on her flyer but on her board, and I really understand that because I'm starting to think more and more that I should bring always with me some video or some images or something to show, just to solidify it, because I feel like the discussion does well, but the video, the video is very good for the urgency of it. It's very, very useful. So, yeah. Let's see. You want to try a social experiment? Hey Martin, nice to see you here. I mean, even for myself, I understood the idea of unfairness towards animals, but the minute that I see the suffering, the minute that I see footage or images or anything, it makes such a big difference and it amplifies it so much more, you know? So, you're being a bit too pushy towards the end in some talks. Really, Ben? I don't think I was. Like, which talks was I pushing?
Talk with you.
Yeah, you want to try it?
Yes, let's go.
Can you come closer so that you're in
Yes,
view?
yes, yes. for
What's
sure.
your name?
My name is Volcan.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Volcan.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Turkish. My roots. I'm third generation in Germany.
Oh,
You?
okay, nice. I'm
You
more
from-
from Romania originally, but I live here in Netherlands.
Okay, okay.
Nice, nice.
Interesting.
Are you a tourist here?
Like friends of mine is here. They are work here and we do together and spend time. It's weekend, and tomorrow I fly to Athens to work, and that's why I thought, okay, a little bit chilly. I like Amsterdam, by the way.
Ah, love it, love it, love
Yeah.
it. Okay, so how do you feel about, let me see how to put it, discrimination?
Oh, that's a really, really good point what you talk about, because it's really, really things what I also experienced that in the last 10 years. Like,
Yeah.
I born in the third generation in Germany, and I thought every time everyone likes me, I'm I'm accepted because I born there. In
Yeah.
Germany, I feel in Germany more better than in Turkey, for example. For I love Turkey, but it's my roots, you know.
Yeah.
I'm German, and I'm like, sometimes come people to you and say like, you're not from here. You are an immigrant guy and something like this, but they forget that my grandparents built Germany back, you know,
Yeah,
after the
yeah, yeah.
war. You know, they need people from Italy. Maybe you know that.
Yeah.
From Italy, from Turkey, and they come as Gastarbeiter. They said,
Yeah.
guest work, and yeah, and that's why I'm German. Like I don't know, but discrimination is also in our
Yeah.
society, and it's I don't know.
So it's wrong. It's wrong to discriminate.
Community, yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely wrong.
Would you, like, if you were to find out that obviously unknowingly you discriminate, would you find it important to change?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I like that.
Sure.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you a set of questions just to. They might seem like a bit ridiculous, but go with them. Just to, we're gonna test it out. So,
Okay.
do you think discriminating based on skin color or quantity of hair makes a difference? Should it be done? Should we discriminate based on?
Yeah, totally. Not just the color, also if someone looks religious, for example, if someone had kippah,
Yeah.
like Jewish people, or someone had hijabi, you hear about the Olympics. The French people, they are not allowed to send people like this because they are black or something,
Yeah.
or hijabi or religious. And I don't know, this is kind of discrimination. If you say, okay, you can work here, you can be here, but we don't accept you like you are, you know?
So we should never discriminate based on these traits.
Yes.
Physical traits that you're born with.
No, yes.
Okay. Should you discriminate based on I don't know the how you walk, or if you walk funny, or if you I don't know do weird things?
You know, and honestly, I have so much patience. I have so much patience in life. Sometimes, years ago, if I was a child, not a child, like 16, 17, I had also people that who was older than me. I was every time patient to them, and after years, I'm like, no, it's important to be calm and not going out and discrimination or put someone in a point and say they are all bad or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
based on age also.
Yeah,
Right? It's
yeah,
important.
totally,
Good.
totally.
Fair point. Okay. Do you think it's should we be able to discriminate based on intellectual capacity?
Depends.
Like if you find a intellectually challenged person,
Yeah.
should they have less rights or something?
No, totally not.
No.
This kind of things is also like, for example, I make you example in Turkey. There are elections, and in Turkey live so much people, you know.
Yeah.
People who is the white Turks or something,
Yeah.
who was going study, and this kind of people discriminate people like they are in village, or people like who is in village just go. Work just in the little things in village and not like big cities and have not so much education, and they discriminate them. And this is we don't have to go like this. We have to accept everyone's election, accept everyone's opinion, and we can't say okay we live in a democracy, and but we cancel people. You know, it's also a point.
Okay. And this question will seem a bit harder and maybe out of point, but it does make sense in the whole line of
Yeah.
questioning. What about species? Should we discriminate based on species?
Species? What is?
Like,
Can you explain me who is that?
yeah, like, should we discriminate based on, I don't know, would it be okay to kill a dog? Just because they're a dog?
No, never.
Never. Would it be
No.
okay to discriminate on a cat? Would it be okay to kill a cat?
Never. I have also cats at home. I have 3 cats, and you know, I'm sometimes if I see something like this, also in social media,
Yeah.
X, Twitter, it's very bad. You see sometimes things. I to just block this app because it's
Okay.
really crazy. Because you see people who is really go to animals, rape them or put the ear or something disgusting thing like this.
What would you
And,
say is animal rape, for example?
Uh,
Would you say like fisting of an animal is rape?
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Fisting or touching, also like
Sexually
sexually
exploited.
yeah.
Okay.
That's disgusting, but
Okay.
that's the fact that we have cases like this, you know.
Yeah.
And you know what is crazy? I think there is a moral, like also for all human or human beings, you know.
So, how do you feel about the animals that we force into slaughterhouses for us? Do you think we're discriminating on their species?
Totally.
Totally. Yeah.
You know, I had in my life one year 1 year my vegetarian time. I experienced that, and it was interesting. And I just want to go to the life, but also it's not good for your body, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, to eat meat or something like this, it's not good for your body, and that's why I know for myself, my body was cleaning after that. I just want to say that in a different perspective.
Yeah, I understand
Of
that.
course, the life, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I'm with you, but also like it's not good for
Yeah,
your
you
body.
also benefit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you a vegetarian?
Flexitarian, we say.
Flexitarian,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't eat so much like meat or chicken or something. I don't eat this. I just eat like just fruits and mix of both.
A mix of both. So you do eat some
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah.
So how can you justify eating some animals when you wouldn't eat a human, you wouldn't eat a cat, or you wouldn't eat a dog?
You're
Is it
totally
not-
right.
Is it
You're
not
totally
a
right.
discrimination?
You know, the point is,
Yeah.
if you grow up in a community where that is normal, and they said, okay, you need it for your body, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's also in the sport things. Everyone said, you have to
We don't,
eat.
we don't.
Yeah, not everyone, but most of them. If you go to them and say, yeah, can I get a menu what I eat? They said always chicken and blah blah blah. But you're totally right. This is in our culture, and the culture things make it bad. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Also everywhere. That's why I understand you. At this point, I understand you, but I have to maybe go more in this sense, and also in my life.
Yeah, so that's why I'm sitting here. Like what happened in the past was in the past. We can leave it. We don't care about that. But going forward, what do you want to do about it? Knowing that this is a form of discrimination. Me bringing it up to you. I'll also explain. I don't know if you know about the dairy industry. Do you know anything about the dairy industry? The industry that produces milk, cheese, all of this. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, not so much, but I got you. But the point is, I think you are so cute and polite right now because you are a voice. I
Yeah.
also talk about the people with Palestine.
Yeah.
I said always, if you go as a person and be for also animals. Also,
Yeah.
I mean, you see the wars.
Yeah.
If humans being like wars, they don't have moral by animals. You know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I like to if people or persons like you is outside and is a voice for the animals. You know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why-
I speak for them because they can't speak for
That's why that's so
themselves.
cute.
the
That's,
reality.
that's so polite.
Thank you.
I thank you for this.
So,
that you are-
let me just tell you a little bit about the dairy industry, just to put things a bit into perspective, because
Yeah.
most people they don't know.
Okay.
And the reality is that this industry they sell you so much lies and propaganda that it's ridiculous.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So, why do you think cows produce milk? For me, I used to think, just to put it to bed, I used to think that cows just eat grass and produce milk. I used to literally used to think that.
Years before, of course.
Yeah.
I also watch things. I know that's not healthy for us. I know
Yeah.
totally. It makes our lactose.
Yeah, but
Why
like,
we have lactose? Because our body, it's not.
but it's not about our health. Like it's about the animals. And let me
Animals, okay.
let me put it this way. So cows produce milk because they have babies. Just like
Mm-hmm.
humans produce milk when they have babies, dogs produce milk when they have babies. So farmers forcefully impregnate cows. They literally somebody fists them, puts their hands in their
Oh my
anus, holds their cervix and injects bull semen. Somebody else jerks off a bull to get the semen. All of this, by the way, you can find it on YouTube under
I know
under
this-
tutorials.
I look. I know.
It's
I know,
not
I know.
even like hidden
I
footage.
watched.
It's tutorials how to extract semen from a bull, and you'll see they literally inject a giant dildo in their ass, and
my
then
gosh.
they
It's
electric.
disgusting. You know, if you explain people like this so precisely,
Yeah.
and I think it's very, very crazy what they go, and that's why I got you for real. I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm full 100% by you. But the point is, we have so much struggles in life that we forget to be in
We
this
do.
kind of information. You know,
Yeah.
and that's good that you are going out and explain precisely people like me and. Maybe you change my mind. Maybe I would also be a voice and also go to people and say, you know, the point is I explain you my experience as I experienced 1 year
Yeah.
vegetarian. You know.
Yeah.
The point is I go everywhere and I talk about this. Everyone looks like I'm different. Like you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know,
They're
I
like,
know.
oh okay, why? This is stupid. Blah blah blah. And you know that was also a kind of thing. But I think okay, I don't want to be in how can I say that I explain people like why I don't eat
Yeah.
animals. or you know, that's
You
why.
don't, you don't have to justify yourself, but
Yes.
let me finish a bit because this is just the tip of the iceberg. With so when the baby is born, what do you think happens to them?
They just have to drink by the nipples.
So no, so the babies cannot drink the milk because the milk is have to be put up for human consumption. So they separate the babies from the first day of life usually.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah, they
crazy.
separate them, and if their baby is a male, they don't produce milk. So what do you think happens to them?
They bring them out.
They
For real? Oh
They-
my God,
they
this
get
is so.
killed.
This is so
Yeah.
bad. Oh my
and
God.
if the baby is a female, year over year, forceful impregnations like their mother, for 6 to 8 times, 6 to 8 years.
They just take it for the reason, like they make them. Yeah, I got you. You know, this
And-
is so crazy.
And after 8 years, when they can no longer produce enough milk
Yeah.
to be financially viable for the farmer, they also get killed. They go to a slaughterhouse. So, and they can live up to 20 years, so they don't live even half their life. I mean, this is the dairy industry. It's the tip of the iceberg. What happens in animal industry? It gets so much worse the more you look into it, and it's the same across the board. Biological, free range, all of it, right? So,
totally.
is there any way to justify this type of animal cruelty, animal violence, animal basically unfairness towards them for something that we don't need?
Yeah.
Is there any way to justify it?
Yeah, just totally. You have to be like focused on this, you know. And if you, yeah, I got you. That's why it's like, I don't know. We are on Instagram right now.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. Oh
we're
my
live,
God.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. This is live, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I can also say to my friends they are going online. Is that okay? Or
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll give you a card afterwards
Yeah,
to,
wait.
to,
Yeah,
to
of
watch
course.
yourself also.
Wait, I say it. Guys, go live by, what is your name?
Vegan Power Lab.
Vegan Power. I tagged it and check it out what we talk right now. Okay, what is your tag? Sorry people.
Vegan Power Lab.
Vegan
But I'm on YouTube live.
Power.
not-
Totally, for real.
I'm also on Instagram, but I'm live on YouTube.
Okay, tell them that
Yeah,
they go.
yeah.
Wait. So we are live on YouTube. Go online and tap
Vegan Power Lab.
on YouTube. Okay. Wait. Vegan
Power Lab. L-A-B.
L-E-B, right? Vegan Power
Yeah.
Lab on YouTube live. So, okay, sorry that I.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, so, and yeah, can you say where we was?
Yeah, so I explained to you what happened in the dairy industry, right? I can explain to you what happens with eggs also. For example, in hatcheries where chickens come from, male chicks, they get blended up alive on their first day of life. So
Crazy.
they go into an industrial blender and they get blended up alive. All of these are standard practices across the board.
Yeah.
And my question to you is, do you understand that when you buy an animal product, you support this? You are complicit in this?
I'm honestly, I forget it. You know,
forget it, but
I'm
now
this,
do you
yeah, I understand. The thing is, this kind of things, what you said, it is in my mind. I know this, but you reflect it right
Yeah.
now for myself.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I think maybe I need people. Maybe we need people in our life who say to you, look, do this or that, and you stay in contact. Like, okay, if they had someone said, okay, this is ridiculous what you do,
Yeah.
that you can support me and say, no, bro, chill, it's everything fine. You're going on good way, because you know I'm a guy. I can get influenced by persons or people,
Yeah, yeah.
and I know this. And you know sometimes you don't. I like also eating. You know, food.
Yeah.
I know it's not moral, and I know it's human. We
You
can
can
eat the human.
You can
I
eat
got you.
food, but like you don't have to eat someone,
Totally,
right? Like
totally.
eating. I would say. Would you say animals are more a thing or something or a someone? If you were to place an animal between an object
I
and
would
a person,
say
where would you place
animals is from the religious aspect. Okay.
Yeah.
From the religious aspect, animals is giving for the humans that they have eat good and have something good. They are there for this, you know.
Yeah,
And that was
in
also-
case of need.
Yeah.
In case of need, right? Are you Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that, for example, in the Quran, it says that it's okay to slaughter some animals and eat them, but only as much as you need. To,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There is this clause, but we don't need to eat any animals today. All the animals that we eat today are optional to us. So when we choose to take the life of a chicken, of a pig, of a cow, of a lamb, whatever it is optional to us. So we we like if
How-
you talk about
I
religion.
have a different question. Sorry,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
give you the question. How you start this, or what was your motivation that you said, okay, I want to start with this, or I saw this picture and it gives me, you know,
Yeah.
what was your motivation or your?
I'll give you resources and show you what exactly motivated me. But for me, it was learning about the dairy industry, what they do
Yeah.
to cows for us to get milk, was the final straw. And I said, I really don't want to be part of it.
Yeah.
There's no way for me to justify the horribleness that I do for the pleasure that I get, strictly because like what happens to them is so much worse than whatever it is for me. You know, like I could easily choose otherwise. I could
Yeah.
easily not choose cow's milk. I could easily not eat somebody's flesh. I could easily, like for me, it's just a matter of in the supermarket moving my hand from this to this. Yeah, it's at first it takes a while to get used to it, you know, because it's a habit that you need to form.
Totally.
But afterwards, it's easy. It's nothing. It's the same thing. I go to the supermarket. I buy the same things I used to. Just now they're vegan. I eat roughly the same meals, but now they're vegan. It's all roughly the same, you know. But the reason why I sit here is I sit and talk about animals, not necessarily food. I don't really like. I feel like with today's technology, you can Google, you can use ChatGPT, and you can find all the information that you need about nutrition, about
Okay,
everything.
what kind of advice you can give people who said, for example, where can I get the vitamins of, for example, animals or something?
Yeah,
like
I mean, I'll give you. There's
This
a
is
website.
information.
Yeah,
This
there's a website called Challenge 22, and as I said, I'll give you a card for this.
Yeah.
They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day. It's all free. They tell you what to supplement and everything. So I would say, I guess there's a match.
What's
Somebody
going on?
scores.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a match right
It's,
now.
it's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll give you all the resources that you need. So imagine that the nutrition for you is like it's doable no matter what. But the question is that you have to choose for yourself, right? Because if there's a will, there's a way, right? There's no way around it, right? So do you want to keep participating in this animal violence, animal exploitation, or do you want to stop it and be on the part where we're fair towards animals, where we show compassion towards them, or where more than anything we're fair towards them, where we don't just do this unfairly just because we can, because that's the reality. We do it just because we can.
Yeah.
So which side of it do you want to be on?
I'm like, I think I need someone or something who helps me in this way, you know, because it's like it's not that easy. I know we can't eat animals or something like meat, or we have different kind of options right now. I mean, we live in Germany
Yeah.
or in Amsterdam or
Yeah.
whatever, and in Europe you have good options to take or eat.
Plenty.
But you know the point is, people don't have so much money to take these healthy things, you know. That's also the point.
But this
I
isn't
also-
about health, first of all. It's
Yeah.
about not exploiting sentient individuals, not exploiting animals.
Yeah, totally.
And,
I got
and,
you.
and if it's about health that you're worried,
No,
like,
you can buy for €2, for example, a big meal in Germany.
Yeah.
And that's motivated people like, I can eat, and
there's also
it's nice,
you can
know?
also be cheap and vegan.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
friends
yeah.
who are students and they survive and thrive.
Maybe you have to motivate the people like
Yeah.
this. I think it's important. Do you have a podcast?
Yeah, I don't
think
have a podcast, but like,
you have to do, because people like you have to speak with people like in the other way, that you have a conversation like that people know, okay, you see it from your aspect and this aspect makes sense, you know?
yeah.
And that's a good...
But we talked about society, we
Yeah,
talked about
yeah.
this. What I want to know from you right now is, can I get a commitment from you that you will stop exploiting animals?
Yes, you would.
You would.
I
And-
would. I also. I'm not a person who is eat every time meat or something like this, but I would too. Yeah, why not?
But even once a year, even once a month, if you do it.
40.
One-
I said 40 days challenge. Like
yeah,
this.
like even if you do it for 2 months, 3 months, doesn't matter if you do it once a month, once every year. That one time that you do it, one animal loses their life, their whole existence, and for you it's 10 minutes of food. And if I ask you what you ate like 2 weeks ago, do you even remember?
He's totally right, because it's like I got you,
Yeah.
and I got your perspective, and it's also Yeah, I mean, maybe I also be a voice and
Please.
help in this way,
Please.
you know.
Yeah, please. So don't
This
just
is so kind what
yeah,
you do right
yeah,
now,
please
for real.
don't just sit there. Don't just like the bare minimum we can do is not participate in this animal exploitation. And of course, on top of that, yes, it would be nice to speak on their behalf, of course.
And when I lost my mind, I come to you. Okay, I text you. I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
I
I mean, let me give you resources right now because I've been saying
Totally,
about
totally. Give me,
resources
give me,
for a
give me.
while. So
Give me. This is the card.
this is a card. This is my social media
What was
vegan
your
power
name? What was
lab.
your name?
I'm Chip.
Chip, like chip. Card.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Cyprian.
Cyprian.
What's your name?
Volcan.
Volcan.
Like
Volcan.
volcano.
Like volcano.
Nice to
yeah,
meet
yeah,
you.
yeah. Nice to meet you again,
Yeah.
Volcan. Let me just tell you a little quick. So challenge 22 is the thing that I described where they send you recipes every day, hook you up with a nutritionist. Maybe that's something to help you like do the nutrition.
Yeah. This QR code, right?
This is a QR code. If you scan this QR code, or if you go on, it's the same as going on this website, and then they ask you for a code and type in this code. But if you scan this QR code, the code is already in.
Okay, I got you.
The only thing you should know is that one thing there is called the most important speech you'll ever hear. It's a speech about a guy who teaches you about eggs, about honey, about all of this, just like we discussed now, because most people don't know. And I would say the bare minimum you can do is inform yourself. And please choose to not participate in it. I would also say that's the bare minimum we can do. Not exploit them, not slaughter them.
Yeah.
And you have several resources there to help you out. Let me also give you one more thing. Do you speak German?
Yes, totally.
Okay. So I have a pamphlet that's also in German.
German boy, that's why I speak.
This is a pamphlet in German.
Der Menschen sind die Tierquäler. Bist du auch einer davon? Wow, this is really straight. Like, der Menschen sind Tierquäler. Bist du auch einer davon? Aber der Menschen is not right.
I have no clue.
Okay.
Somebody wrote it for me. I don't speak German.
Okay, I got you. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so maybe give this flyer, like you can look through it. It explains everything. It helps you. It also gives you hints and everything.
Yeah.
Why it's important. Kind of like we discussed right now. This is a map of restaurants in Amsterdam, vegan restaurants in Amsterdam.
Oh, look at it. Wait. Look at this. This is the restaurant. And you know, I was hungry, and right now I can try it.
Perfect.
You know, in Swiss is a restaurant. What was the name? They deliver Swiss. What was the name of them? They are. You go to them and they have so much. They are vegan restaurant. They have so good options to eat, and that makes you feel and it tastes good. You know.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like where we are right now. So we're here. So there's vegan junk food bar that's close by. See, we're in Rembrandt Square. If I recommend something, I recommend vegan sushi bar. It's really good. I recommend I don't know, Soil Vegan Cafe has some nice.
What
food.
is not so far away from here?
So I would say
But this is junk food. I don't like junk food.
Yeah. I would say don't go to junk food. Maybe the ramen here, Men Impossible. It's a very nice also.
What kind of what rate? What can you?
This is like a ramen restaurant.
Ramen, okay.
It's a bit different ramen though. Soil you might like. I think you can like within walking distance. There's nothing necessarily close by right here, but you can take like a tram and go. Like vegan sushi bar, as I said, is one of my favorite.
Okay, then I take this.
Yeah. But
we are right now here, right?
yeah, we are here, and there's and the green ones are the healthy ones. So.
Yeah.
The Old Soul is also a nice one. There's a lot of good options. See, that also says for dinner or for something. Like you can get anything you want. Anything you want. It's just about not exploiting animals. Okay.
Totally.
So going forward, do you feel like I don't know if you can say that I'll be vegan right now, which you need to look into it. You need to read all this information.
No, I'm right now in my life where I think about the questions, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why you are right now a reason that I know. I mean, it was really spontaneously.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this have to do that. You motivated me that I go also because I experienced that 1 year, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not against that. But the point is like, life is going on, and you forget things like this. For example, if you never would this, I would never start with that, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why it's we have to appreciate it. And also, I told you about the voice. You are the voice for the animals, and this is something so great. In Germany, we have also vegan girl.
Yeah.
She's controversial, but she's like.
Die militante
she's-
Veganerin.
Yeah,
I
you know her.
Yeah,
you know
I know Rafael.
she's a little bit controversial, But I don't like this kind of. You are nice, you know. If
Yeah.
someone attacks
But
me
the
like
only
this,
way, the only way to know if it works is for you to go vegan, you know. Because if I'm nice to you and you don't go vegan, and if she's mean to you and you go vegan, then obviously her method works better than my method, right?
no, I don't think so.
So what I want from you is at least be plant-based until you get all the information, until you do all the decisions. Because when you'll buy an animal product, if you will, and I hope you won't, one animal will be slaughtered for you, and it's their whole life. They will be exploited, slaughtered. It's awful, and I know we're very much detached from all of it because that's how they make it. Animal agriculture detaches us from it, but when you see the animals, when you see what they go through, just seeing it once, you're like, holy fucking shit! It's beyond bad. It's beyond what you would imagine that it is bad.
Totally.
Halal slaughter is just as bad. Like I have seen footage online, you can look it online. It's very bad. None of it is nice. None of it for the animals. No animal wants to die. No animal wants to live to be exploited. No animal wants to be an object. You see what I mean? Because we treat them like objects.
No, yeah, you're right. You're totally right. No, if you think exactly and precisely about this, that's true. We don't think about this kind of question. And that's
Yeah.
why I think so much that you be a voice like that. That I also motivated right now to do this. You know.
Yeah, please.
That's why
it's not
also know.
it's not difficult. You should know. It's very.
I know. We have good options.
It's a matter of a month where you're like adjusting, but even in that month, it's interesting because you try new tastes, you do things. It's very, I think it's empowering. For me, it was empowering when I tried it. I was like, oh wow, I tried this new thing. I tried this. It was very nice, and I know that you might have some friends that will be, oh, what the hell are you doing, dude, or something. There will be people like that who will tell you this, but you know what? It's important, at least from my opinion, it's important that you stay on the right side of it and you don't exploit animals, even if your friends choose to do so. You see what I mean?
You know, I post today on my Instagram account a photo about. I hope that we are in the right side of the history
Exactly.
in German,
Yeah.
like for the Palestinian people.
Yeah.
And now you tell the same like for the animals.
Yeah,
I hope we
exactly.
are in the right side of the animals from.
That
in
was
history.
pretty coincidental. Yeah. I hope we
That's
are
crazy.
on the right
I
side.
believe in situations, you know.
Yeah.
I believe in this, and that's why it's not. It's the reason that we have to have a conversation like this. And you motivated me right now to be vegan, or what about eggs or something?
So, do you want to see what happens for eggs?
No, don't
Oh,
do that.
my phone is there. I can't
Don't
show
do
you.
that. Don't do that.
No,
I don't want to see it.
So the chickens that come from eggs,
Yeah.
they come from that lay eggs are different than the chickens that are grown for meat.
Yeah.
The chickens that come from eggs come from a place called a hatchery. It's basically where they hatch from eggs.
Oh my god.
When an egg hatches, there's a 50-50 chance that there'll be either male or female, correct?
Yeah.
If they're born male, as I told you, they get blended up alive on their first day of life. They're killed instantly or they get gassed to death.
Yeah.
So that's also one of the bad things. So that's why eggs is not good, because they kill animals also, eggs. And the other thing is that when chickens don't produce enough eggs anymore, and by enough I mean they don't produce daily,
Yeah.
they get killed also.
That's why this is so disgusting. If you talk about this and I had this voice in my head and I'm like, crazy Volcan. My name is Volcan.
Yeah.
I'm like crazy Volcan because it's like we think just about, we don't think precisely about things, but you know, this is in general life. So
Yeah.
also we have war, for example. The human being going in a really, really wrong way. Also with animals, also
Yeah.
with too much. Why you buy so much clothes, you know?
Exactly.
Why you need this?
So veganism is not a diet, by the way, right? It's like it's a moral
It's
principle.
like minimalism, right? It's like minimalism in food.
No, it's a moral principle.
Yeah, also moral, totally. The moral is, of course.
It's strictly about the animals. It means we oppose the idea that animals should be treated like objects. So in that sense, we don't eat animals, we don't eat animal products, because behind all that there's exploitation, abuse, and slaughter for animals. But we also don't wear leather, we don't go to zoos, because all of these also exploit and slaughter animals. And all animals deserve to live and be free.
Yeah, you speak about animals. I just have a question.
Yeah.
Like, do you know about the situation what's going on in Turkey? Like with
the
dogs?
dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
What is
I
your
know.
What is your advice to people to say, okay, because there are too much dogs and most of them are also dangerous and
Yeah.
bite and is not, you know, like this, and it's also ill, blah blah blah. What would you say to, for example, to Turkish government? What would you say? Do you say, okay, act like this or do this, or I think if you are against that, you have to also have a plan and say no, don't do that.
Don't.
Do it like this way, or I don't know. Europe have to help Turkey, or other countries have to help.
Yeah.
If they speak about war, they have money. But
Yeah.
if something like animal, there are not money. That's all everything.
Yeah, it's a bit.
You know what I'm
It's a
talking
bit
about?
sad. Yeah, yeah. So in Turkey, I know about the situation with dogs. We had the same issue in Romania. I don't have
crazy.
necessarily a solution for it per se. I would say first of all, the reason why we got into this situation is because of people seeing animals as commodities, because they get pets, they get dogs as pets, and when they no longer not like them, they throw them away and they leave them on the streets. That's how we get these dogs. That's why we get feral dogs, right? So that's number one. So the reason why Turkey has this issue is because people are not vegan. That's a reality. That's one of the issues that was arising.
Totally. In this time, if I was experienced with the vegan,
Yeah.
I told them, and they was shocked about that. It was like, what? You are not normal, If people have a mind like this, that we are not normal, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is really crazy.
And a solution, of course, like, I don't know.
No, my solution is the
Don't-
right way.
Don't kill them, of course. Like, would you kill, like, if there were a lot of people who were, I don't know, posing a threat to the way you're living, we wouldn't kill them. We would try to reason with them. We would try to do something.
It was a trauma for me. For example,
Yeah.
if I was a child, we have the one Bayram,
Yeah.
Eid, where they also.
Yeah,
It was a trauma. They bring the animal to us, and we play with them. And after that, he was dying, and they said, "Yeah, we eating it right now." And it was
Oh,
like really sad. As a child,
Yeah.
child is really naive
Yeah.
and have good mind. I was really sad about this.
Yeah.
But in years, if you go by age, you would think like, it's just for eating. That's the point. That's
Yeah, because that's what they do, right? As children, we
out.
already born in a way where we see animals as cute.
Yes,
We would never harm.
totally.
Like,
Yes,
if you
yes,
see how a child
totally.
interacts with an animal, they easily,
Yes,
slowly pet them
yes, totally.
with care. But
Yes.
then we
This is
turn
crazy,
around and we literally stab them in the throat and say, that's life. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not. It
totally,
really is not.
totally.
Nowadays, we can easily survive and thrive. We can easily choose to never ever do this to absolutely an animal.
Totally.
So will you choose to never do this to an animal?
Yeah, no, I try my best. I will do this. It's a solution for me, yeah.
Yeah.
It's that kind of solution, but no, totally. I would take the solution.
How many more animals have to be exploited and killed for you until you change?
Oh my God, that's a crazy.
It
That's
is.
a crazy. You
It's a question.
take
that-
my.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
a question that it's a perspective that you don't really think about, but it's a real perspective.
Yeah, that is totally. That's why this question, he gives me like a kick and said, okay, bye.
Yeah, please do it. Please
Yeah,
do it
okay.
for them. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else
I know,
but
I
for
know.
them.
This is
Okay?
so kind. I like
Yeah.
your perspective. You're a good human. I don't know, but if someone thinks like you or act like you and take his time and do this, it's.
I do stupid shit also, but like I try not to exploit others. I try to be kind
old
to
are you?
others. I'm 37.
37.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
30.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, my only regret my biggest and only regret in life is not being vegan sooner. And if you ask any vegan person, they'll say the same. That's their biggest regret. So,
Yeah.
don't allow time to just pass by until you make a decision. Don't allow animals to just go into a slaughterhouse for you. Choose compassion. Be on the right side of history, okay?
Yeah, that's our
That's the right side.
last
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah.
I wish you a good day. I add you later on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can connect and I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
explain you about my
Yeah.
experiences.
Tell me
with
if you
that.
have troubles or anything, I can help you out also.
Thank you so
okay?
much. What was your name?
Chip. And
Chip.
you're
Chip.
Volcan.
Volcan. Yeah. Thank you
Volcan.
so
Nice
much.
to meet you, Volcan.
Have a nice evening. And free Palestine. Bye.
Sure. Bye. What's his Instagram? Ask Benji. I have no clue. I guess he'll contact me. It was a bit of a long conversation. After watching Dominion or being explained the horrors, there's absolutely no excuse. Exactly. Send me his contact then, Benji. I will. What do you wanna talk to him about, Benji? I'm just curious. Oh, you're in Germany also, Benji, right? You wanna give him a community or anything? I hope he contacts me. If he I really hope he contacts me so that I I give his contact to you, and that's a good point. I'll from now on, if somebody is German, aside from giving them a German flyer, I'll ask for their contact, especially if they're so open-minded, and send them over your way, so that you know, we gotta help each other. We gotta stop this cruelty, this horror, this unfairness, whatever word we want to use towards them. We just gotta stop exploiting animals. Hey Nathan. You want to try a social experiment? He seemed like a really nice guy, though. He seemed like a really nice guy. He seemed like a compassionate person. You don't see a lot of those, huh? You want to try a social experiment? A genuine guy. Yeah, Martin, exactly. I think the last question got him. That's also why I think like it's useful to... You guys want to try a social experiment? Hmm? You okay? Hey guys, hit that like, did I get a donation? Hey, thank you whoever donated. I just saw it now. Thank you so much whoever, I don't know, donated. Thank you. It's amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know who did that, so I don't know if I can find out. It's always the case with this app. It's never easy. Thank you so much. Okay, love it. What's your name?
Hugh.
Wait, give me 1 second.
I'm Hugh. What's
Hugh.
your name?
I'm Chip.
Chip. Nice to meet you.
Okay, where are you from?
England.
England. Are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
here visiting?
Yeah, so my friend's stag do.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
nice,
so
nice.
he's getting married, yeah.
I see the hat.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly, exactly, yeah.
Can
yeah.
you come closer so that you're in view?
Yeah,
We're
of
live on
course.
YouTube. Are you okay with
Yeah,
that?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. So, how do you feel about oppression?
Oppression.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a heavy one, that.
Yeah.
He's bringing it
It's
down,
not gonna
aren't
be
you?
easy. It's not gonna be
Yeah,
easy.
bringing
man.
it down. It is what it is, isn't it? Life's life at the end of the day.
But
man.
it's
We've got
bad,
to deal
right?
with it. Yeah, of course it's bad,
Yeah.
but like we just got to carry on going through, innit?
Should we try to stop any forms of oppression?
You can try anything you want, but at the end of the day, is it really going to make an issue? Just one person ain't going to make a difference. It's got to be a big, like. Do you know what I
So
mean?
if
Like,
you were to find out that you're oppressing, would you want to stop, or would you say, I'm just one person that doesn't make a difference?
I'm just going to deal with it.
You're just
I'm
gonna
just gonna
deal
deal
with
with it.
You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna continue oppressing.
I'm just going to deal with it and crack on, innit? Like at the end of the day, man, life's life. You go through some go through good times, go through bad times. Next day might be better.
Well,
you never know.
What's your barrier? Which line do you say I'm not gonna cross this line? Is it killing? If everybody kills people, would you kill people?
It depends on it depends on what line of work. If I'm in the army and that's my job, then that's a bit of a different question, isn't it?
Not as a job, as a thing that you choose
well, no,
to do.
I'm not going to go and choose to do that, but that's just my preferable choice. But there is murderers out there that go. and
Yeah,
kill
there
people.
are, of course.
Yeah.
So you, even if everybody would be killing human beings, you wouldn't choose to kill human beings.
No, not in a sense. Well, that's my choice, though, isn't it?
Okay.
So, like, yeah.
What if everybody were to be killing dogs? Would you choose to kill dogs?
Nah, but I like dogs. So
Okay.
No.
What about cows? What everybody is killing cows.
Well, it depends on one of them, doesn't it? I wouldn't choose to do it myself, but I'll still buy a steak from the market.
So you wouldn't do it yourself, but you would pay somebody else to do it.
I won't pay someone to do it, but I'll pay for the meat.
Yeah, basically paying somebody to
Yeah,
do it. 'Cause
yeah,
that's how
in a
that's the
sense.
only way to get the meat, right?
Well, that's beyond my reach, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need internet. Pay me to do your internet, but I ain't gonna do your I ain't gonna do anything
so
else.
knowing that biologically for our own health we can survive and thrive without any animal products, what is keeping you from not killing any of these animals, from not exploiting any of them? Not oppressing them, because it is a form of
it's
oppression.
it's just past my capacity. I don't really need to. I don't think about that side of it.
Yeah.
It's a minor.
But don't you think you have an obligation to think when you take the life of these innocent beings?
I don't take it.
Well, you do.
Not personally.
Do you
No,
think
not
that
personally.
if there were only people like me who don't pay for this, they would still do this?
Well, if no one paid for it, then
They
it's
wouldn't do
different.
it, right?
Yeah, no, it's different.
But if
I'm not
everybody
just
would
on
be
one
paying
person.
for it, they would still do it.
So they ain't gonna do it if just one person pays for it. So
Yeah.
me paying for it ain't gonna
But
make
you
a
are
difference.
responsible for it.
Not entirely.
Not entirely, but you are responsible
Entirely.
for
I
the
might
death.
play a part.
Yeah,
Might
like when
play
you
a
buy
part.
chicken.
You're yeah, but it's just you're responsible for the air that you breathe as well. Like you're responsible.
Yeah,
for
but
part
the
of
air that I
stuff.
breathe does not kill other beings, does it? Does not take the life of other innocent sentient beings, does it?
It's not in a sense.
No,
in a
well,
sense,
not in any
no.
sense. But,
No, yeah,
but
no,
when you
not
buy
in
an
any
animal
sense.
product, an animal does get exploited and slaughtered for you.
Not
And
not
because
just
of
me.
you.
Not just me. Not
And
just
because of you.
Not because and not just.
It's
No,
because
it's-
and for you
It's
specifically.
not specifically, no.
Yes.
So one animal for me, just one animal on its own. for me.
Multiple. It's
No,
it's
no,
around
no, no,
it's
no, no,
around
no, no,
100
no.
animals per year specifically
yeah,
for
but
you.
that's not for me. That's not for me.
Specifically for
I
you.
don't. Yeah, but you've not even asked me if I eat meat.
Well, you said you eat meat. You said you buy it at the supermarket.
No, I'd say if I was buying it, I would buy it at the supermarket. But you've not asked me if I
Do you eat
meat.
consume animal
I
products?
I eat little meat. I do eat meat, but
Yeah.
I don't. I'm like, so I didn't start eating meat until I think I was like 24, 25
So
years
why
old.
not stop then? Why
Because
do
I
this
enjoy
animal?
it. So when I was younger, I agree. When I was younger, I didn't eat it. I don't know what the reason was, but I just didn't like the sound of it. I didn't like the feel of it and that. But as I got older, I had a shit palate. Oh, sorry. I had a bad palate when I was younger, so
You
I
can swear
didn't.
it.
I didn't try anything special or anything like that. As I got older, I thought I'll try more things. I've tried meat. I enjoy it. So it's like
Would
I
you try
enjoy
dog
smoke. I
meat?
enjoy smoke. I have a smoke. I
Would you
enjoy
try
a
dog
drink.
meat?
What?
Human meat?
Dog meat, human meat. If I were human meat, that's a bit different. Dog
Why?
meat, because it's different. Because we're
Why?
human beings.
What's the difference?
Human beings. We're human beings.
What's
Like
the
you
difference
said,
between a human being and an animal? We're also
like
animals.
you said, even the name's different. Human, animal.
No, no, no.
I don't
We're
need to
also
explain
animals.
it, like
We're
you
also
can explain
animals.
it. Yeah, in a sense.
No, in all senses we're
Yeah,
animals.
in a sense.
We're a species. We're a species
Yeah, we're
called
species,
humans,
a
right?
species,
But we're
not
an
an
animal.
animal. We are human. There's an animal and a human.
Human is
We're
a species of the animalia.
Yeah, but we might be in a species, but that's not what you're asking. You're saying a human or an animal. That's two different things.
What
Human,
is the
animal.
difference between them that justifies
No,
killing one but not the other?
I couldn't tell you that. That's not my. That's not
So
my
if you
choice.
can't tell me, then why do you act differently? That's not
I
being
don't act
logically
differently. I
consistent.
don't act differently.
You do,
I
because
don't.
you wouldn't kill a human being to eat them, but you would kill an animal to eat them.
If we're talking, we're on a desert island and I'm thinking.
Not a
and you're
desert
about to
island.
finger.
On your day-to-day life, when you could easily choose otherwise.
Well, if I go to Subway, I'd choose a Veggie Delight over any of the meat in there, but that's because I don't like the meat in Subway. But if I like the meat, I'm gonna eat the meat. It's what I like.
So you don't really care about the animals.
I care about my preference.
You don't care about the animals.
It's not about the animal.
It is. I'm here speaking on their behalf.
If I have if someone has
What would you-
a full cow, if someone has this and there's a full cow, for instance, that's not just getting killed for just me. There's multiple people on it.
So I am right here. I'm right here, a cow in front of you. I'm speaking
I ain't
on
gonna
their
kill you,
behalf.
am I?
Okay. How would you tell me that you're gonna kill my family, you're gonna kill
Oh,
my
right,
friends because
do
you
know,
can?
do you know what it is, right?
Why
I'll be
do you
honest with
support
you,
this?
It's not that I support it. Well, I'll be honest with you.
You
though,
support
I
it. When
couldn't
you pay
tell
for it, you support
How
it.
can I tell you if I don't speak what a cow speaks? I can't.
That's why you speak to me, because I'm speaking for them.
Because I enjoy it then.
Because you enjoy it.
I
So
enjoy
if I enjoy the taste of your flesh, would it
I
be
enjoy
fair
the
to
thing.
kill you?
Yeah, but if you want to try a bit, mate, you don't have to take the full bit. Do you know what I mean? You want to try a bit, you try a bit.
No.
It's
If
your
I take
choice.
your life, just
yeah,
to,
yeah, but that's your choice.
So it's my choice, and it's okay
Yeah,
to be
it's your
my choice
choice.
to take your life.
It's your choice, though, isn't it? It might not be okay. You're telling me it's not okay to eat
Is it
meat.
moral?
It doesn't. That's not the question, though. Is
That
it?
is. That's why. That's
You're
why I'm
asking-
sitting here to say
I
to ask
couldn't tell
if
you. I couldn't tell you.
you couldn't
I
tell
couldn't
me.
tell you. No.
You don't think you can't respond whether it's
No, it's
moral
not
or
that
not
I
to
can't.
take
It's not-
somebody's
it's not-
life
it's
for
not-
food?
Somebody is
Yeah.
different than finger.
Uh,
But
is
it's
an
your
animal a
choice.
thing or
It's your
somebody?
choice. It's your choice.
Is an animal an object or a
It's your
somebody?
choice. An animal is an animal. So it's
And
your choice.
are they a
anyways.
somebody or an object?
It's yours. Well, they're not somebody, are they?
No.
You-
What are they? Are they
you
something?
You don't like go to the. You don't have a conversation with a cow, do you?
are all the humans? Can you have conversations with all human beings on this planet?
Most.
Most. And the ones that you can't have conversations with, should we slaughter them and take their flesh?
It's your choice.
It's my choice.
Yeah,
so
you
if
do
I
what
see,
you
if I
do.
find
You
somebody
do
who
you.
cannot talk
Hey,
to,
you do you. Like I don't care what you do. You can do whatever you want. I have no problem with
yeah,
what you do.
that's
If you
exactly
want-
that's exactly how people
if-
sat by
yeah, but if you
when
want to-
Nazis
yeah,
were
but
killing
yeah,
Jewish
yeah,
people.
well, that's-
you do you. You kill Jewish people.
Yeah,
I
you do you. Yeah,
you.
but that's not my problem, is it? It's not my problem.
Yeah, well, you're
I'm not being.
ignoring an issue is your problem.
Well,
you being part of the issue
If
is
I
your
didn't
problem.
ignore- if I
You
didn't ignore-
support the
if I didn't
industry.
ignore-
You are a
If
problem.
I didn't ignore the issue, then I'd be stressing all day, doing what you're doing. I don't need to do that.
I'm not being stressed.
I'm enjoying my life.
No, you can.
I'm enjoying my life.
You see, there's two things you can do. One is not
Enjoy
participate
yourself,
in it.
Enjoy yourself,
One is
or not enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And I want to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
I'll do me.
You'll
do
be
you.
an animal abuser,
but
and
you
I
do
won't be an
you.
animal
yeah,
abuser.
but that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you do you,
no, thank
and
you.
I'll do me.
Yeah. Okay. Stop abusing animals.
I'm not abusing them.
You are.
No worries.
You are abusing them.
Have a nice time.
Yeah.
Have a nice time.
I hope you don't.
Right, that's fine.
That's fine.
See, that's why the difference is.
Yeah.
You, just because I'm different, you don't like me.
You abuse animals. That's why I don't like you. You abuse animals.
seem
You
to-
abuse
at the
animals.
start, you seem like a
I
nice
don't care
person.
about you. You
Yeah,
abuse
no,
animals.
But I don't. But,
I care about your
I care about
actions.
you. I care about you. I hope you have a good day, anyways. I hope you. Have
I
a
hope
good
you
day.
stop abusing
I hope-
animals.
I hope you have a good day.
I
and
hope you
enjoy
stop
yourself.
abusing animals.
Have a good day and enjoy yourself.
I can't. I don't have the tolerance for some people. Mark Walters, I hope you don't. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just hope he doesn't. I don't care. I don't. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with people like this. Fuck them. Okay, I'll have to come now. I gotta build royal love. What a twat. Thank you, Martin. Yeah, people like that who abuse animals just because they enjoy their life is not. It's not worth it. Being ignorant is not worth it. Angry Chip is great, says Davey. Yeah. Chip, heart you. You have more patience than me. Yeah. I hope you get a good conversation next. I hope we get somebody who actually wants to stop exploiting animals. That's a good conversation. I don't mind if the conversation is a bit more feisty. I just don't want people to be exploiting animals. And now he told his friends. I don't know if you can see. He told his friends, and now they're talking. They're all talking about me about what happened. What a bunch of assholes. It's funny, we had these great conversations with people today. There's been people who have been shown and they understand it and they showed compassion and they showed understanding and they wanted to learn more about it. And then there's this kind of people who, there's this kind of people who go like, oh, I enjoy it. It's my life. I like somebody else's life. That's privilege up to a whole nother level. Yeah. Let's see, maybe we get some good conversation. You're so mean for not wanting to exploit innocent animals, yeah. You say don't judge a book by its cover, but you could tell that guy was a prick. Well, I don't know. I think it's... let's see if he comes back. They look like they're trying to come up with a good answer. Hey guys, want to try a social experiment? The taste of animal beats the feeling of sympathy for them. Yeah, Ranveer, spoken like a true psychopath. That's exactly what all the other people who have persecuted other people have said. My pleasure is more important than their life. Congratulations. You are a bigot. You guys want to try it?
What's up? Oh, you're live?
Yeah.
How much people?
45.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
To speak about?
I ask you some questions, get you to think.
Okay. Let's get it.
Where are you guys from?
We are from Amsterdam.
You're from Amsterdam? Nice, nice.
Sir.
Okay. So, how do you feel about oppression?
Depression.
Oppression.
Oppression.
Okay, let me ask you a different way. How do you feel about discrimination?
Discrimination should be no discrimination.
There should be no discrimination.
Shouldn't be.
Okay. What
in
about
which way of discrimination?
let's assume that would you say it's okay to discriminate on someone based on the color of their skin?
Skin color, not.
No. How about the amount of hair, the way they
Also
walk,
Also
physical
not.
traits?
If you mean the way that they are, you know what I mean. What I'm not. I agree if you're black, white, doesn't matter the color. But if you come with this homosexual things, I don't agree on those things.
So you discriminate based
I
on
do. I
sexual.
do. On those non-binary homosexual people.
Oh, so you also discriminate based on gender?
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk to you. Then I'm not.
Thank
That's
you.
okay. I don't like discrimination. So if you discriminate based on gender or sexual identity, I don't really want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's also disrespectful.
There you go. You want to try it? What's your name?
I'm B.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
So, B, how do you feel about discrimination?
It's not great.
It's not great. That's
Not a big fan.
Not a big fan. Okay, love it. Do you think that we should discriminate based on physical characteristics like skin color, like hair, amount of hair, or the way they walk, or something like
Like
that?
physical makeup?
Yeah, like
No.
physical. No. Okay. Should we discriminate based on intellectual capacity?
Well, that depends for what. Like obviously you don't want someone with the IQ of a second grader doing your brain surgery. But like
No, I mean.
like
Yeah,
that type of stuff.
I mean like this. I'm sorry, let's interrupt you there. I mean like this. Should we discriminate in the sense that should we take their rights, like for their freedom or their body autonomy,
Oh,
just
God, no.
because they have I don't know, they're intellectually challenged or something?
God no.
Okay. So we shouldn't discriminate based on physical qualities. We shouldn't discriminate based on intellectual qualities. How about, and this is a difficult question, species? Should we discriminate based on species?
It depends for certain things. So I think that the cruelty of animals in general is wrong.
Okay.
Like I have pets myself. I eat as little meat as I can. And I just think that it's really important to know where you're getting your products because I think there are some ways in which you can be more environmentally friendly and more environmentally inclusive with animals. But I think there's also a realistic world that's not going to be a possibility to get everyone to work like that. So it's more important to take small steps and stuff like that instead of forcing it all on everyone all at once.
Okay, you touched a little bit upon that. So that was my final question. Like, do you think we should? What do you think about the animals that we force into slaughterhouses?
That's
do you think
horrible.
we're discriminating them?
No, I think that is horrible, and I think that if animal products are being used or eaten, they should be done in a humanely way. And I have seen it done in ways that are quite humane. I think.
What is it? Can you describe a humane way of
I've seen
taking
cows
somebody's life?
that live very good lives, and most of them are taken when they're like pretty much unable to they're like kind of living a sadder life. It's not like when the cows
And who
get
decides
older,
if they're sad or not?
how old the cow is. Like if the cow can't really walk anymore, if the cow is like clearly having troubles doing something, then that's normally when they'll sometimes take the cow and do stuff like that.
Would you do that to your pets when they can't walk anymore?
Well, my pet is not exactly one you can physically eat.
Why not? They have flesh.
I mean, if you want to swallow like a betta fish, I guess you could do that.
Yeah,
but
so you
that
could eat
seems
them.
Whack.
Yeah, but you could eat them. So would you see it? Don't you see it as a form of discrimination that you would think it's okay to do this to cows, but not to what do you have? Cats, dogs?
No, I believe everything is circumstantial, and I believe that there is no black and white solution to everything because that is not a realistic goal.
But for the cows, it is black and white, right? Because they do have their life taken from them. It is pretty black, whereas you could choose to not take their life.
Well, how about this? What about religious purposes, like people who have been Like I know Muslims, they use lamb during
They don't
Eid.
have to do that.
Yes, but it is a very ceremonial and sacred thing.
They
and
can have
by,
that
like you
ceremony
say,
without
with,
doing that to
but like
animals.
you say, with discrimination, who are we to judge and discriminate them for
So
what they
what if
do?
their ceremony would involve taking the life of a human being? Should we not say it's wrong?
I mean, it depends on the human being.
I think it's safe. I think it's safe to say that it would be wrong to say somebody innocent, right? Because all these animals are innocent. They didn't do anything wrong. So if they were to have a ceremony where they discriminate based on, where they say let's take an innocent person's life, just because it's part of our religion, I don't think that's right. I mean, you can have your religion, but your religion stops when you infringe on the rights of others. So when we infringe on the rights of animals to live and be free, I would say we need to stop.
By that logic, do you think that other animals should be vegan too? Because we are, at the end of the day, just a part of the food chain. Like
Yeah.
this really is just
Other
the way
animals
of
should be
the-
vegan, yeah. But I don't
So
think
how do
we
you
can.
plan on achieving that?
Well, I cannot do that, but I can speak to people who can do that, right? I cannot talk to animals and tell them, listen, and explain to them that what they're doing is wrong and the fact that they're exploiting different animals. I cannot do that to them. But what I can do is I can talk to people who do that for animals.
Well, why don't you start a shelter for animals?
I don't have the space for that, but I do support other shelters. But my question to you is, how do
Why
you
aren't you
just?
there volunteering right now?
I actually was there in the morning.
So
but
why aren't you there right now?
Because now I'm here speaking on their behalf. I'm now speaking on behalf of animals for people who choose to exploit them and slaughter them for something that is essentially optional to them. So this is essentially optional to you. So my question is, especially given that you said you eat very little of it, why not choose to stop and not put any animal? Because to them it's their whole life, and to you it's what, 10 minutes of fleeting pleasure, something that you don't even remember that you did, like.
Well, first of all, I have to eat meat because I have very low iron. And there
Can
are
you
very
supplement
other
it?
few ways. My body does not react well to supplements of any kind. So I actually do have to, that is one of the reasons why I have not cut meat out entirely, is because my body does need that essential sort of iron. But
What if the only meat you found in the supermarket was cat meat?
I'd eat it.
You'd eat it. What if it's human meat?
I'd eat it.
Okay, so you have no problem exploiting anybody as long as you get what you need or what you want.
I mean, isn't that how the world works? I mean, you're talking to people on the street right now trying to get what you want.
No, it's not what I want. It's about not exploiting animals.
That's what you want. You want people to not exploit animals.
I want fairness, yes.
So
Do you not
that is
want
what
fairness?
you
Do you
want.
not want a fair world?
That's not a realistic world, though.
But do you want a fair world?
It's not a realistic world.
But
And
do
as
you want
long
a
as you
fair
live
world?
in the world of the idea of a fair world, you're never going to be able to truly experience the real world.
So might as well exploit and slaughter anybody we want because we can never get a realistic world. Do you know what an appeal to futility is?
Huh?
An appeal to futility is a logical fallacy where you say because we cannot achieve the ultimate thing, then there's no sense in trying. So my question to you is, do you think that, I mean, one animal that dies for you that will go into a slaughterhouse today, if you go and buy an animal product, regardless if it's dairy products, eggs, whatever, one animal will be exploited and slaughtered specifically for you. Do you think that that animal does not want to live? Do you think do you think it's fair towards that animal when you can choose otherwise?
No. But I also have a good question for you. You care about the animals so much. What about the thousands of human beings who are currently being human trafficked, exploited, raped, a part of a war, a genocide, anything?
It's awful.
You speak on these animals, but what about the people, your same species, your people?
It's awful, yes.
Who are dying. You speak on the animals, but
Am
what
I
about
paying
these
for them
people?
for any of this to happen to them?
Yes, with your tax dollars.
Can I choose otherwise? Can I choose to not pay taxes?
Loki, go off the grid. Everything
can't
is a
do that.
choice.
Like-
Everything is a choice, but it has consequences. So you can choose to do something, but there is something that you can do that will have very many consequences. We say we have no choice, we have a choice.
But wait, does an animal deserve to live less than a human being?
Does a human being deserve to live less than an animal?
No, but I'm speaking on behalf of animals. You can, like, if I were to speak on behalf of humans,
and I'm
would you
speaking
say?
on behalf of all the women, children, and people who are being human trafficked, raped, and exploited.
And I'll do
What
that.
about
Listen,
that?
I'll listen to you and say I'll try to look after it and not pay for any of it. But now I'm asking you, why would you choose to participate in any animal exploitation, abuse, or slaughter simply because you can?
Because I do it in a humane way, and I believe in a way that I believe is the circle of life. This is the
Circle
food
of
chain.
life, really?
Yeah, the food chain. This is how the
If
world
somebody
works.
takes your life and they say it's the food chain or the circle of life, would you find it fair?
Honestly, if my body was going towards feeding someone, I don't think I would mind too much.
What if your mother's body would go there? What if somebody killed your friends and said, you know what? It's the circle of life. Against their will.
No one has the right to be mad about everything.
So you just don't care about anything.
Well, that's very figurative. That's very nihilistic of you to look at it like that. But I think of it more as like you pick and choose your battles. You can't win everything and you can't lose everything. And there's no point in trying to turn a world of so much conflict and so many differing opinions into a world where everyone is able to think the same, because in the end people have tried
I'm not
to do
saying
that.
think the same. You can choose to have your own views, but at the end of the day, when you eat 3 times per day, you make this choice 3 times per day, and you always have a choice where you don't exploit an innocent, sentient individual. You can choose to stop every time, 3 times per day. You can choose to say, I don't want an innocent, sentient individual to die for me right now.
Well, some people don't have that luxury.
Well, you have it.
Not for a while I didn't.
No, you have it now.
See, but you speak like everyone is under the same circumstances.
Do you not have this choice?
I do. But
Okay,
what
so
about
then why not choose? I'm speaking to you right now. When
because
I speak to somebody, you can.
I choose to prioritize the humans that are being hurt.
But you can
and
do that
slaughtered.
all day long, and when it comes to eating, you can just say, I don't want to eat animals. You can still prioritize humans all day long. In fact, you can fight for humans all day long, but you will have to make a choice when you eat.
If you care
Why
so
choose
much
to exploit
about murder,
animals?
why aren't you going and talking about the murder of humans? Why you got such a boner for these animals? Like, this is kind of creepy at this point. It's you PETA people who be pissing me off.
Do you know what you're paying for?
Hmm?
Do you know what you're paying for?
Yeah, I do.
Are you that? Are
Yeah,
you?
you see those anonymous people over there with
Yeah.
all those videos?
Yeah.
They aren't doing anything. If you really cared so deeply, you would be at the shelter right now, putting in
Yeah.
your hard work. Actually, you'd be in the rainforest. You'd be in the rainforest.
Look at you trying to teach people.
No, you could be. There are many ways you could be. You could be doing so much more, but you sit here with a microphone and a camera and try and make yourself seem knowledgeable when you really aren't. You
I'm
just-
not knowledgeable. No, I'm not.
So then why are you trying to ask me?
I'm just trying to ask people what their morals are. And you say you have pets, you say you have
My
animals.
morals are that I put my people and other humans above animals. If your mother was in a burning down building, and your dog was, who would you save first?
Obviously my mother. But does
Exactly.
does that justify me taking the life of any animal that I want?
It justifies the dog not being saved. It's
No,
your
but does
mother.
it justify me every day making the decision to take somebody's life just because I can? That's what you do right now. You try to look
smoke
around it
cigarettes?
and you try to attack me. It's called an ad hominem, where you try to attack me and not my point of view. My point of view is that you are exploiting and being violent towards innocent beings for something that is optional to you, and you choose to do so. Okay, my point here is sitting here and telling you that you do that. If you want to continue doing it, there's nothing more than I can do than tell you do it. But if you want to continue do it, you continue doing
Is that
it.
an iPhone?
Oh my God.
Is it an iPhone? No. Is it like specifically an Apple iPhone?
Yes.
Or do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Is that an Apple Watch?
Yes.
So, are you aware that Apple uses products that are specifically created off of human labor and torture?
When I found that out, I stopped buying up. This is a 4-year-old phone, and this is a 3-year-old Apple Watch.
And do you still pay for the carrier to
No,
the phone?
I don't. So then again, I ask you again, how do you just you see you're attacking me again
I'm not.
instead
I'm
of
saying that
instead
you
of
pick
you
and choose
figuring
your
out
battles.
why is it that you
pick and
continue to
choose your
exploit
battles.
animals?
You pick and choose.
And
your
what is the better
battles.
that you pick and choose? Why do you keep exploiting animals?
Why do you keep exploiting like other humans? Every product we use.
What
has
does it
some
matter
sort
what
of
I do? My
exploitation.
question is,
So
why
then
do you
what does it
exploit
matter
animals?
that what I do?
Because I'm speaking on their behalf right now.
And I'm speaking on their behalf. So what?
No, you're
like,
not. You're just bullshitting right
and you're
now.
not speaking on
You're
their
an animal abuser, man. Just, oh my God, full of animal abusers today. Total loser. Deflect, 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 exactly. What the hell? I mean, I try to be patient. Oh, just keep attacking me.
Yes, yeah, go. Run over. Talk to me. Come back here. Go.
Phone though, yeah. I should have quit long before. I don't think I have more than one conversation in me. This just, you are a monster, Chip, for having a phone, yeah. I mean, that's the reality. We shouldn't be buying also products that exploit humans. I'm not saying no, but that doesn't mean going forward, I make choices like that. That's why I don't have a new phone. That's why, because I don't want to make choices that exploit humans. I don't want to make choices that harm innocent, sentient individuals, including humans. So why would you make choices like that for animals? Oh, you gotta choose your battles. Oh, fuck off. You can choose your whole battles all day long and just choose to not exploit animals. It's so easy. God damn it, man. Some people are such assholes.
Yo.
You wanna try it?
What's going on? How
Hi.
are you? How you doing?
What's your name?
Oh, yeah. Kyle, you alright?
I'm Chip.
Chip, how's it going,
Nice
mate?
to
You
meet you.
alright?
Where
Nice
you
to meet
from?
you. I'm from Manchester in the UK.
Oh, nice. So, how do you feel about discrimination?
Discrimination?
Do you think it's fair to discriminate?
Do I think it's fair? No.
No. Okay. And I'm going to ask you some questions, and let's see. Even if they seem ridiculous, bear with me.
Okay.
Is it fair to discriminate based on skin color?
No.
Based on amount of hair?
It depends if you're in a Right Said Fred tribute band or not, but no.
Okay. Is it fair to discriminate based on intellectual capacity?
Depends if you're applying for a job or
No,
not.
I mean like so. By the way, when I say this discrimination, I mean like to take their right to life
No.
or body autonomy.
No.
Okay, so
No.
it's not fair.
No.
Okay. So it's not fair to discriminate based on looks. It's not fair to discriminate based on intellectual capacity. How do you feel? And this is a tough one. Discriminating based on species.
It's all. I mean, if you said to me, "Do you want to be a pilot?" and a man came and a frog came in, you'd say, "No, the frog can't get involved." So I don't know.
No, I mean
to understand
strictly
that.
again like about life, about the right to life and body autonomy. So like, do you think that it's okay to discriminate?
Is this? Are we going down the vegan route here?
Yeah, we are.
I see where we are now. I see where we are.
Yeah.
No, I'm on board with it. I'm on board with it.
You're on board.
I'm on board. Yeah, I'm on board. Yeah, it's not fair. It's not good. It's not right. Definitely
Yeah.
not. Go on.
Yeah. So being vegan, because you mentioned it,
Yeah.
means acknowledging that it's not right what we do to animals, acknowledging
yeah.
that it is a form of discrimination. It's called speciesism because we discriminate based on species.
Yeah.
And it's about taking action and saying, I don't want to be part of it, right?
Right, all right,
That's
yeah.
all that is. And that encompasses, obviously, not eating animal products, encompasses not wearing leather, and all these other items where
Yeah,
animals are being discriminated, exploited, and for
Yeah.
what they give to us, right? So how do you feel about this? Do you feel like that's something that you want to follow? Do you think like it's something that you want to keep participating in?
Do you know what? I'm from Manchester, and there's a
Yeah.
fella similar to you in Manchester that does a very similar thing. He stands in the streets and pulls people's hair, and no one ever gets the better of him because he's right.
Yeah.
Because he's right. He's
Yeah.
absolutely right. I guess the hard thing that we've got to take on board is a lot of people have grown up this way, are a bit ignorant to understanding the background of everything.
Yeah.
And also, actually, there's a lot of. I'm not on either side of the wall right now. I'll be honest with you. I am thinking about it. I've
Yeah.
got a friend who's a vegan.
Yeah.
And he's a personal trainer. Big fella.
Yeah.
Really nice. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. But
Yeah.
I've got another guy who's on the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
So I know two of these boys here that
Yeah.
are one here, one here.
Yeah, but one is a diet, one is a moral principle. You say.
Correct.
Right,
Correct.
right.
So it's a hard one to look at, and I think
Yeah.
the struggle you're always going to have is that people are brought up in a certain way, which is not necessarily the right way.
It's not.
It's not necessarily the right
Yeah,
way.
but do you
ever.
think that the fact that we were brought in a certain way is a good enough justification
No,
for what we
no,
do?
no. I was brought up in a certain. I'm from a council estate in Manchester.
Yeah.
I was brought up in a certain way to believe a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I've twisted and turned, and I'm a
Exactly.
totally different person these days. Totally
Yeah.
different person.
Because as adults, we have the responsibility for the actions that we do, right?
Correct.
We can't justify our actions by saying, "Oh, our parents taught us that it's
Yeah,
okay."
no.
right?
You got your own mind. You got your own mind. You got to use your own brain and think the way you should be thinking.
Yeah. So you heard about vegans. What is keeping you right now from being vegan then? From not exploiting animals, because that's really what it is.
Do you know what? I don't think. I think the struggle you're always going to have, and this is me being absolutely honest. The struggle you're going to have is there's always this one extreme from here to here,
Yeah.
right? And I think sometimes it shouldn't be pushed as you should go from this to this. Actually, a step-by-step process works. For example, right now I use like the Yuka app. Yuka is that what it's called? And you can scan the barcode of what you're eating and see what's really inside, what's really in. And actually, I think to go from being, I'm not going to say normal because it's not normal,
Yeah.
someone who eats everything to someone who's vegan, it's a massive jump, and it's a whole lifestyle change.
Yeah,
you can't just suddenly be that. You can't just suddenly go bang. I'm this.
I can understand that it's a lifestyle change and it's
Step
a
by
massive
step.
change. But like, let me ask you, because you say step by step, would you find the same approach as a step by step if we were to be doing this to dogs or cats instead of the animals that we do?
Cultural
to now?
differences, I guess, isn't it? I spent a lot of
Yeah.
time in China and a lot of time in Japan and all these places, and you ask that question over there, you get a totally different story. But I think.
Yeah, but you yourself, how do
Me
you feel?
personally.
Do you feel like it's a more of a sense of urgency to stop when there's dogs or even when there's humans being exploited? Would you say doesn't matter that it's a bit more difficult, we need to stop right now?
Yeah, but I think that's right for a free-thinking, educated person who researches things.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the average human is not that.
No,
The average
and-
human is a sheep who follows everything. So I think to get people on a mass way of doing it, I think it's not easy to say, switch, we change.
I completely understand, but like it's so easy for us to discuss about societies, about people, because
Yeah.
when we do this, it absolves us of the responsibility we have as individuals.
Yeah.
But the reality
Yeah.
is we have a
agree.
responsibility towards these animals. We are responsible for the things that we do, for the choices that we make. So in a sense, when I ask you these questions, I want to know more about yourself. I understand there's people out there. I have spoken today to people who are very open towards it and said, I will change right now.
Yeah.
I've spoken to people today who are like, fuck you, animals are here for me to eat them or whatever.
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
not, they're not.
everybody's got their own view on it.
Yeah.
And like, I can't police you going for it. I can't tell you what to do. I just try to infuse or to explain to you the urgency of it, and especially in ways because
Why
as
is
you
it an
said,
urgency?
because when you buy an animal product, one animal will be exploited specifically for you. Will lose their life, and that's the sense of urgency. Because if you were in their shoes, wouldn't you want to stop?
No, I've seen the videos. I've seen the videos
Yeah.
of fish and seals and all, and
Yeah.
pigs. It's upsetting to see it.
Yeah,
it's
so-
upsetting. But I think you've got. I mean, there's I think everyone that looks at every aspect of what's going on in the world right now, with what happened with COVID, and what a lot of absolute nonsense that was nonsense. And then you've got things like people walking around with plastics on their feet. There's stuff that's in your food, the additives in food these days, the preservatives in food. We're in a dangerous world right now.
We
a
are,
dangerous
but like
world.
all these things are here regardless of whether we choose to be vegan or not.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, well, yeah.
All of
Yeah.
these things are just on top of the pile of shit that is the current world, right?
Yeah.
So I would say one way to clean the world of shit is for us to take responsibility of our actions,
Our own actions.
and not participate in the things that we deem as immoral. So if you think it's immoral to take an animal's life for something that is essentially optional to you, then you should stop right away. You shouldn't take a step-by-step approach. I mean, obviously, a step-by-step approach is better than nothing. Don't get me wrong.
No, but when I say step-by-step approach, I don't mean as an average human to say I do or do not agree with this.
Yeah.
I think so, education is massive.
Yeah.
And you obviously are massively up there. I actually think that I research a lot on this stuff.
Yeah.
My wife is sat over there now. My friend's over there. I'm the one in the group that constantly mythers them, says, listen, look at this,
Yeah.
look at this. When I say step-by-step, what I mean is you can't just expect someone, the average Joe, to go, bang, I'm now this.
I know
Step by step, they need to understand what they're reading about and what they're looking about, and understand what they're eating. And when I think the best thing you can ever do to anyone is point out what they are eating now and what they could be eating. If you say, you're eating plastics, nanoparticles,
But it's not just
all this
about
bollocks.
food. That's the reality, huh?
Yeah.
And that's why I keep bringing it back to the animals, because I feel like in today's technology, we have Google, we have ChatGPT, we have so many readily available options for us that we don't even have to think about what are the options. I don't have to tell you how to be vegan. It's like literally you can pull up your device right now, and in 2 minutes you find out any meal that you want on how to be vegan anywhere you want in the world, anywhere you are in the world, right? So it's just a matter of wanting to do it. So what I'm here to do,
switch.
Exactly. And what I'm here to do is because, as you said, you, myself, a lot of people have been culturally programmed to see animals as resources, as something that it's okay to do this to them. And I mean, I'm here to try and convince you that it's not okay, and to try to tell you that there are other ways, and like you don't have to participate in this. And once you make that switch, you realize how fucked up it is what we do to them.
I think you're right. I think the second people start, like I say, I keep coming back to it step by step.
Yeah.
For me, I've got 2 young boys, 7 and 5 years old,
Yeah.
and we go out we go out the weekend foraging. We grab dandelions and nettles and stuff. Now I'm from Manchester. We don't do that in Manchester. That's not what we do.
Yeah.
So it's good. Passing it on. I think I do think step by step and education helps. It's not the switch, like I say, it's not the switch, it's not the cruelty switch, but pointing out that it's not, because most people think vegans are out eating shite food, but actually it's lovely. It's really nice food. It's just finding the right way of pointing that out to people.
You can eat shit food also as a vegan. It doesn't matter. You can eat whatever you want. You can eat good food, bad food, shit food, healthy food, junk food, whatever. That's the beauty of it, right? And that's why I keep saying that it's not about food, because it's also about leather and
it's the moral compass, I guess.
It's
isn't
the
it?
moral compass. Yeah, it's about not seeing them as resources more.
I agree with you. I'm all right with it. Is it? I've just noticed it's on. Is this
live? It's
a live thing?
Yeah.
No, that's it. It's cool. It's cool. Listen, I'm well on board. Well on board.
Let me just tell you one more thing. I think that if you have kids, I would argue that you have even more of a responsibility
Definitely.
to be vegan.
I agree.
You know, I speak to so many people, and everybody, such as yourself, say the same thing. I've been brought up this way. It's very difficult for me to change. So it's kind of bad to put a child through this thing, through this system, and then having them grow up as adults, and then they realize what they do is horrible.
Yeah.
And having so difficulty, because your job as a parent is to prepare the children for the world, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and preparing them in a sense where it would be more difficult for them to then escape the reality that they're in. It's just horrible. So I feel like even if you choose not to be vegan, I think it's important that you show your children parts of it, so maybe they choose to be vegan. But I think you should be a role model for them and not exploit them.
That for me is exactly where we're doing. Me and my wife there. Like I say, I'm from Manchester, city centre Manchester. There's no such thing as vegans in Manchester. It doesn't exist.
Well, you said there's one person who sits there and talks to people.
No, in Manchester city centre.
Okay,
But where I'm from,
Yeah.
back in a rough area of Manchester, but I'm not there anymore. I live in Scotland now with my wife, and we go out foraging and enjoying ourselves. And my kids are different now. My kids now understand the difference. We grow a lot of food in our garden. A lot of food.
But UK is anyway, I think is the #1 country to be vegan nowadays. You have so many readily available options.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so no matter where you go, you'll have options. I think, as I said, it's just a matter of wanting. So not to keep you here for too long, what I want from you is 3 things. Number 1, that you understand that it's immoral what we do to animals.
Yeah.
And that you are part of it because, I don't know, whatever it is, but you're part of it when you buy
When you say
animal
I'm
products.
part of it, you presume that I am. I mean,
If
even would have walked over.
Let me put it this way: if you buy animal products, you are part of it.
Right. All right. Okay. Go on. Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Let me
Right, go
put
on,
it this way.
yeah, go
Do
on.
you understand this, right?
Right, yeah, yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you understand that it is very cruel what we do to them, and most importantly, that is unfair towards them,
Yes. Yes.
and that the sense of urgency exists there because when you will buy one more animal product, one animal will be exploited for you, and maybe they want to live, maybe they don't want to.
Yeah.
So did you understand these 3 things?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
I love it. I'll just give you a card and I'll let you be. What's your name again?
It's Kyle.
Kyle. I'm
Listen,
Chip. Kyle.
Chip. Nice to meet you, man. Nice. So
Yeah.
where can I watch this again afterwards?
Yeah, it's so this is my channel. It's called Vegan Power Lab.
So do you like the band Oasis?
Say it again.
Do you like
The band
Oasis?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You're following this week, yeah? You gonna go see them?
Are they in here this week?
Well, listen. In the UK, they are playing across the UK.
Yeah.
And there's an exhibition in London called Together We'll Fly. That's if you like Oasis, come over to that and go to the exhibition in October.
Well, that sounds pretty
Massive,
interesting.
yeah. I'm putting that on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but listen, if you end up in London in October, come and find me.
Do you have a card or something?
No, I don't have a card, but I can send you some details. But
Yeah.
18th to the 20th of October, a massive exhibition at the Cumberland Hotel on Oasis.
Okay.
In October this year. But if you end up over there, come and find me and do something like this there.
Okay, I hope you're vegan if I go there. And
if you come to that,
okay.
I will be vegan.
If you say you're vegan, I come to that.
I'll be vegan. I'll be vegan. You come to my exhibition.
Yeah, don't do it for me though. Don't do it for me. Do it for the
It's for everything. Listen, absolute pleasure, man. Absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
All right, nice one.
It's been nice talking to you.
So good to see you, man. Good to see you. Take care of yourself.
Keep in mind that if you go forward when you buy an animal product,
Yeah.
you will exploit an animal.
Well,
So
I'm going to go back.
Don't do that.
That's my wife over there.
Yeah.
See her there?
Yeah.
The one that's chewing on a chicken bone. I'm joking. She's a vegan.
Oh,
Right?
she's a vegan,
She's a
okay.
vegan, right? So
Yeah.
I'll send him over to have a chat with you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Chip. Legend.
yeah, choose to be vegan also.
Thank you
okay?
very much.
Yeah,
We'll speak
it's
to you. Take care, man.
Yeah,
Thank you
have a good one. Oh, I see now the donation. Thank you, Chip from USA, Freedom for Animals. Thank you so much for the donation, Mark. Yeah. He deserved a hug. Yeah, I think he was pretty open-minded. I also got a bit... Chip, good convo. He was definitely much more open-minded than the previous 2. No, he wasn't drunk, but indeed he was way more open-minded than the other two. The other two are just horrible people, huh? Horrible people. Let's see if somebody else comes. He said his wife maybe comes. We'll wait for that, and then if nobody, maybe one more conversation. Sometimes it does help to talk the other forms of exploitation. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I should. I keep bringing leather up. Do you have any other suggestions, Ali, for other forms of exploitation that might be good to bring up? Hey, thank you so much for the donation, everybody. You keep donating, everybody. Thank you so much. I don't I don't expect it. Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, I'm very grateful. Thank you. The other two were disgusting, says Martin. Yeah, they were. They were freaking awful. Drop the slavery word, says Johnny Vegan Seed. Okay, I will do that for you, Johnny, from now on. Wool and pig exploitation. Nice, Martin. I saw it. Nice. People aren't horrible. They're just conditioned that way from generations. Yeah, pretty much.
You're live?
Yeah. Well, not on YouTube. You guys want to try it?
Yes.
It's a social
I wanna
experiment.
try it.
Do you all of you want to try it?
Yes.
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, shout out to mijn moeder.
How do you guys feel about this?
Cat and dog.
What does it say?
Good cat. You shit in the town. My work? I work in a chicken slaughtery.
You work in a chicken slaughtery. How do you feel about that?
illegal.
Should be.
Insane.
This is insane.
Yeah, this is insane.
Why is this insane?
Because animals are sweet animals.
So they deserve to live, right?
Yes, really.
And chicken?
They
You
really
also?
deserve to live.
You say cats and dogs deserve to live.
Yes.
Yes.
What about cows,
They
chickens,
also
pigs?
have a life. They give a love. They
What
deserve
about
to live.
cows, chickens, pigs?
They
Chicken?
also lovely to eat.
I work in a chicken slaughtery. We slaughter every day 186,000.
186,000.
And we have another one, they do 250,000.
Jesus Christ, that's horrible.
This is total nonsense.
We are
Okay, so are you vegan?
I'm angry.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
So if you're not vegan, you support animal exploitation, abuse, and slaughter.
Yeah, I understand.
This
the
is
way you're going.
this is like a reverse psychology kind of thing.
Are you vegan?
Yes, I am.
I eat only potato.
Yeah.
We are in the top 3 of the Dutch.
Yeah.
And we slaughter about 400,000 a day.
But do you think that's fair towards them?
Everyone loves chicken. You also
Yeah.
know chicken is the most.
But does that matter? Does it matter that everybody kills these innocent beings? Does it matter that everybody participates in this awful thing that we do to animals?
It's not good. But
It's not
in the world, everyone eats chicken. Chicken
Yeah.
is the most.
So I understand that you work there.
En ik ben
But if you say that it's not good, why choose to participate in
I'm
this?
in the technical service.
Yeah. But it is horrible, huh, what we do to them.
It's not horrible. I love chicken. I think in the world we eat too much chicken also.
Yeah, so why not choose to stop, huh? Why not choose to stop exploiting animals?
Yeah, but if everyone goes vegan, there will be a lot of jobs will be gone.
But imagine, would you say there was a period in history where we did immoral things and there were jobs created from that immoral things? Like, let's say, I'll bring it slavery. During slavery, there were people who had jobs that were carrying slaves from one point to another. There were people who were, their whole job was to keep slaves in place. Does that mean that we shouldn't stop slavery because there were people who had jobs for it?
In Netherlands,
No,
it's
no,
a
that's a
model.
good point. That's a really
Right,
good point. Yeah.
right.
You got me there.
It's not about getting you. It's about the reality is that there isn't any logical reason for
I
not.
understand the point where you're
Yeah,
vegan.
yeah.
You're vegan.
Yeah, I
You're
am
about
vegan.
animal abuse.
Yeah, I want.
And what about testing makeup on animals?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
You kill 1 billion bees by eating tofu.
Yeah.
Soya beans.
Well, the reality is that most of the soy is grown for the animals.
Yeah.
So in reality,
still kill bees.
yeah.
I
But
need to go.
when you kill an animal, you kill the. Oh, brother. Yeah, they're not- I don't know. I don't think it's my day today, everybody. I'm sorry. I think we had some good conversations. Yeah, slavery is bad. Use the word slavery. They ran. Yeah, they ran. They all ran away. Well, let's try. Maybe we get another conversation. I have patience for another conversation. I'm gonna drop the word slavery again. Yeah, funny as this is not your fault. No, but I don't know. You know, there's just sometimes. Oh my God, Svet Steph. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Thank you so much, guys. Like, thank you for the donations. I really appreciate it. But like, yeah, thank you. I just say thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the donations today. Yeah. Why aren't you going to call it slavery? Another one? Svet, again? I'm going to call it slavery, Ali. That's what I said. I'll call it slavery from now on. Oh my God, thank you so much for the donations. I appreciate it. It's insane. Slavery word is fine. What could be wrong about it? Exactly, it is good. Let's see. Oh, I expect some really weird conversations now that I drop in this word. Okay. Whew. You want to try a social experiment? Svet Stefa, thank you so much for the donations. You did twice. I don't know if you intended. If you did,
Two. Yeah.
you guys want to try a social experiment? If you did it accidentally, tell me. I can easily send them back to you or something. It's no problem at all. I understand it. I'm sorry, but I think the first one was a fail. Pig, you donated again, Pig. Thank you so much. Oh my God, everybody, you're making me like I feel I don't know how to. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know how to react when people do this kind of stuff. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Today I don't know if everybody heard what I did today. No, even if it was a fail or real, it doesn't matter. Listen, man, contact me on Instagram. We'll find the way. I'll send it back to you. It's no problem. Today I went to an animal sanctuary. It was just so nice. We appreciate you, and the animals need you. Thank you so much, Peg. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate that. Yeah, seeing the animals in the animal sanctuaries, hearing the stories that they told me how they get the chickens from the farmers, it was just, man, farmers, I don't know, some farmers are just like not nice people, I think. I'm sorry, I know that some of them are like so desensitized to it, but they're just not nice people, and there's no way of saying it. Hey Benji, welcome back. You guys want to try? I think people are. I'm so grateful for the donations. I keep watching them, and I'm like, I don't know how to say. I had to go to Sky Stream. Thank you, Ben, for being there for Sky. Also, I didn't want to keep it so long the stream, but I just felt like having more conversations with people and speaking up more on their behalf. That's the thing about it. I think the greatest success that animal agriculture has had was keeping this whole thing hidden from us. That's the reality. Because if you see it for yourself, if you see the animals, if you see the suffering, it's so hard to say, yeah, it's more important to me. It's just so hard. You deserve all the love you're getting here with donations and support. Hey, thank you so much, Lois. Yeah, it's true. Donations do help. I'm not gonna say no. Yeah, it was today. I actually. Why are the farmers only people that grow some kind of plant for food? Be only called farmers? Yeah, they should only be the ones called farmers. That's true. Richard Smith, thank you so much. Again, people donating. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll know next time when you say drop. I was upset for a minute later. Oh, no, Ellie. No, he was mentioning drop it in the sense that let's use it. You guys want to try a social experiment? My morphar was born in Kalmar. I am moving with my mom in a little less than 3 years. That's nice. Thank you so much, Richard Smith, again for the donation. I appreciate it. Well, I think it's a super sticker, right? As I see the. You want to try it? This kid has been passing by a couple of times. Svit, what are you doing, man? Thank you so much. I don't know if it's accidental if you keep donating like this. I'm like, thank you, I appreciate it, but if tell me if it's contact me on Instagram. I think it's an error that you keep donating. Stop donating. You're not allowed to donate anymore, Svit. You donated enough. Thank you. It's on purpose, Chips, says Benji. Yeah. Thank you. Want to try a social experiment? People are also getting a bit drunker now. You guys want to try a social experiment? Okay. Okay, I'll calm down now. Thank you, Sven. No, listen, man, I appreciate it. But protect you at all costs. What the hell, Calimero? Calimero, that's insane. 60 euros. What the hell? Thank you so much. Hey, you want to try it? Thank you so much for the donation. Oh my God, that's a lot of money, yeah? I'm not gonna go away. Thank you for donating. Let's try.
Hello.
Hey, you want to try a social experiment?
Yeah, natuurlijk. You
Yeah.
talk English, Dutch?
English, please.
Oh, what are we going to talk about?
Oh, I'll do. Which ones of you want to try, and I'll show you what we'll talk about.
We're all going to try.
You all gonna try it?
Yes. Come on. Talk with him. I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around, and you tell me what you think about this.
Oh.
It says, animal abuse should be legal.
No. No.
No? Why not?
That's sad for the yeah. That
So we
hurts them.
so we should never abuse a cat or a dog.
No.
No.
We should be kind for them.
We should be kind with them.
Yeah.
Okay. How about cows, pigs, chickens?
Also, but we still eat them. Yes.
Yeah. Would you say that's not abusive towards them to take their life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
So-
true.
So what so knowing that that's abusive, what would you eat a dog or a cat?
No.
No. But is there
Maybe Chinese food cat.
maybe what?
Chinese food is also cat. Yeah, they eat cats? Yeah, they say so.
China?
They say so.
So
But
what
we
would-
eat cows and chickens and
Yeah.
pigs and
Do you see that as a form of discrimination against them? Because they don't get to choose if they're born cats, dogs, or cows or chickens, right?
no.
Yet they all feel the same. They all have emotions. They all want to live, huh?
Excuse me, I. Oh,
Well,
they leave.
Yeah. Why are you running from this?
Why? Don't leave me.
Yeah. Don't leave her.
And then what?
You can leave if you want to
Okay.
leave. But let me give you a pamphlet before you go, okay? I don't want you to just go away. We can't just accept. Can I give you two also a pamphlet? Let me
Ik
just.
wil een pamfletje geven.
Yeah. Let's.
En dan mogen we gaan.
Yes.
Ik ben er niet goed in.
Give this to one more of your
Okay,
friends.
thank you.
Please go through it. We owe them at least to know more about it, okay? We owe them at least this. And choose not to participate in this exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of them. We can survive and thrive without it.
Oké, ja,
Okay.
ik kom. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Another donation? What's going on? What's going on? Axel, thank you so much for the donation. They were... Yeah. I feel like they mentioned biologic. I should have said something about biologic also. Yeah, I feel like this method with animal abuse, they run away fast. Huh? So we need to set up some boundaries before. We need to set up this discrimination works, this exploitation, this oppression. They work better than this, obviously, right? Because everybody runs away. I might be in Falun too. Okay, nice. Hey, nice that you guys are interacting in the chat. Nice. Chip, closing words. Don't pay for slavery. Fuck yeah, love it. Don't pay for slavery. I love it, Johnny Vegan Seed. Thank you so much. proud cowards. They weren't proud. They definitely. Hey, you guys want to try it? They definitely like the woman that left first was definitely like, ah shit. She definitely had the ah shit moment. As soon as they realize they are hypocrites, they have to flee. Exactly. She definitely realized that. Let's see. You guys want to try a social experiment? It's really coming up, huh? A lot of people here. You guys want to try a social experiment? Hey, Jack, Will. I think with these ladies, it would have gone better to ask them first for their names. Oh, that's a good one, yeah. Sometimes I forget, you know, like when they're in a group, it's a bit more difficult. That's a very good point. Thank you for raising all these points, you know. It's important that I get better at this because, you know, we want people to stop participating in this. I think the pamphlets that Alexandra did with 98% of people are animal abusers, that's literally what the pamphlet says. It helps a lot. Like, I think a lot of people are going there and they see, they read that and they're like, I don't want to be an animal abuser, even if everybody is, because that's usually their excuse, huh? You're a hero, man. I'm not a hero, no. I do more than any of us. Yeah, I do. I also have more time than a lot of you, so that's why I do more. I would say don't beat yourself up too much. But also do it. Do it also. I don't want to discourage you from doing it. I don't want to be complete. You guys want to try a social experiment? I think they were out on a date or something. You guys want to try a social experiment? No? Okay. You want to try a social experiment? People pass by, they look at me and they're like, what is this guy doing? Okay, let's get one more conversation. I'm not sure if I have more in me. I just quickly got really tired. I had also a really hectic schedule today because of going to the sanctuary today. I'm making a video about it. I'm making a nice video about the sanctuary. You'll see it, and yeah, I think I don't know. Whenever I see animals, that's why I said like video or images. They make a difference. You want to try a social experiment?
I have curiosity.
Just
to know what are you doing?
Yeah. What's your name?
Vincent.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Vincent. Where are you from?
From Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona, nice. You want to do it too? You want to join?
Well, but just as a passive.
Yeah, you can be a passive, a listener here. What's your name?
Rosa.
Rosa, nice to meet you. You're also from Barcelona.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it. I'm originally from Romania. I'm Chip, but I live here. You are live on YouTube right now. Is it okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay, love it. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a set of questions. Let's just see how you feel about it. How do you feel about slavery?
Well, injustice, something unfair.
It's unfair. It's bad,
Yeah,
right?
it's bad.
Yeah. Would you say it's okay to participate in slavery?
No,
No.
not to contribute.
No, not at all. Not
Directly or
necessary.
indirectly, no.
We are
Okay.
all humans.
And do you think that if you were to find out that you're participating in slavery, do you think it's important that we stop slavery or that we say give the slaves better conditions?
No, we should stop
But if we do-
slavery, but we should first consider what is slavery
Yes,
for
because
you.
if we
Yes.
give to the slaves good conditions, then are they slaves? So it's like.
Yeah, well, I would say
We are all
so
slaves
I would
Yes,
say,
because
I would
we're
say
a slave
somebody
from the capitalism.
Yeah. So
So-
let's define slavery in a way that we say restricting somebody's freedom
Yeah.
and
Okay.
exploiting them.
Okay.
Is that a good enough definition?
So for
Yes.
example, having a job where your rights are not being considered or where you work
well,
more
you still,
than 10
but,
hours, that
but
is
you
not-
it's not slavery because you can still choose to leave, right? You still
Yeah.
have the choice. You don't.
Okay, you
your
don't have the
freedom is
choice
not
then.
restricted. Yeah, right.
It's like you can be a slave but living in a castle, like a huge mansion, but you're.
If your
but
freedom
you're-
is
No,
restricted.
but you don't have. Yes, your freedom is restricted.
If your freedom
then-
is restricted, then you are a slave,
Yes,
right?
but
Like
it's
if
the same.
you.
It's the same.
Yeah. So, in that sense, would you say if you were to find out that you're participating in a form of slavery, would you want to stop?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Okay. Now the question that I'm going to ask you is: do you think that the animals that we force into slaughterhouses for us
Yeah.
we're enslaving them?
Yeah, of course.
We are enslaving them, of course. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, because we're exploiting them and we're keeping them against their will, right?
We're just not considering us the same as us, as we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But,
They-
but they have sentience. Do you guys know what sentience is?
Sentences.
Sentience.
Sentience.
Like
no.
feelings.
Exactly.
yeah.
They have feelings. They are aware of the world around them.
Yeah.
They have positive or negative emotions. They're very similar to us in that way, right? Like I would say, the best things in life or the experience of life, the beautiful experience that we come
They
from
have
life,
them too.
They have it too because it comes from the feelings, from the emotions, all of this, right? So knowing that it's like it's a form of slavery, you would say you're against it. You would say it's wrong. Would you say it's wrong what we do to animals in slaughterhouses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's wrong.
It is wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So then, do you consume any animal products? I'm not judging,
I
by the way.
consume.
Yes.
I consume animals.
Yeah.
And actually, this is a topic that we talked a
Yes,
lot
we
because
do.
we have vegan friends.
Yeah.
So I understand that it's something that it's bad, and that nowadays is like, with the values that we have, it's no longer.
Yes, but what I mean, it's like, I think it is bad.
Yeah.
The way we treat all the animals, like all the cows that are only there to produce milk, or all the chickens that they live in, they live.
But it's because
10
of
chickens,
capitalism.
Yes,
Because-
in 1 meter square feet. This is slavery, but I don't consider like if you go hunting like by your own, or like there's like more freedom so that animals.
Yeah, maybe
and then
that's
you
not
eat them.
necessarily slavery for the animal, but
Yes.
it is still unfair towards them because
yeah.
you're taking their life for
They-
something that is you don't need, right?
They are only living for us
Yeah,
to
yeah.
feed us. Yes.
Like imagine even if you are free your whole life and somebody kills you and eats your flesh, would you say that's justified for them to do?
No,
no,
claro.
no, no.
Especially when they have other choices, because we all have other choices, right? We can choose to not pay for any animal products. And let me just put things a little bit in perspective, because I'm not sure how much you know about the dairy industry. Do you?
Yeah.
How much do you know about the dairy industry?
Not a lot.
The industry that produces milk. So let's start with
Not a lot, but yeah, I saw videos of cows, of moms that were like losing their babies. And
Exactly.
we don't drink milk. We
No.
drink soya milk or almond milk. That we do.
But cheese and all these animal-based products.
Yeah,
that
but
have-
cheese, of course. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. You see, so.
But also, I think the system is made for this. I mean, first we need to change all the way we do things and the way, like, the things we sell in the market, the prices also we need to regulate, because otherwise people cannot afford these prices because it's more expensive to buy them. It's more difficult because we are not educated to do that. So I think as a society we just need a bit more time to get there, but I'm sure we will get there. It's just that, okay, there's people who know how to do it, who are more committed, and other people that are not that much.
I completely understand that, right? Like, the reality of it is that in today's society, we have readily available options everywhere, right?
Yeah.
We have Google, we have ChatGPT, we have so many options that we can easily choose to say, I don't want to be part of it. I can easily find a recipe that doesn't exploit animals or that doesn't any of this, right? Like that, but first and foremost is understanding the impact that you as an individual have, the responsibility that you have. Because would you say that you are responsible for the animals that go into slaughterhouses for you?
Yes, because the offer is there because there's a demand. Otherwise, there would be no offer. Yes.
Exactly, I love it. So then, in that sense, you can choose to not participate in it. You can choose to stop, and maybe in time demand drops,
True.
right? And in time, no animals get exploited for you anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's
how do
true.
you feel about it?
No. Yes.
You agree?
Yeah, we agree. We totally agree. But also, I don't
At the
think
same way, it's
humans
like-
we are bad. No, I think we are good, but we need to be educated, and also the way we've been raised. I mean, we are from Spain. You know
Yeah.
how we value the jamón serrano, how we value meat, and so it's difficult for us to now do the change. I know, I understand that okay, before animals weren't valued like the same. The value of animals were not the same. Now we start considering them. So yes.
So when we speak about value, let me explain something, because I feel like a lot of the times we throw this word value and we don't really know how to use it properly in this sentence. So I would say, for example, if you take any of the people in this market, they have zero value to me, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about any of them. If one of them dies tomorrow,
Zero, but the same value.
I have no, they have zero value to me. I don't get impacted. If they die tomorrow, I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna live my life, be as happy as I was gonna be, right? But what matters, the value that matters is the value that I acknowledge that their life values to them. My life values to me, your life values to you, and just that for any animals, their life values to them, right?
But
so it's about intrinsic
yeah,
value, not
but
extrinsic.
this is because of religion, because
Yeah.
in all religions, animals are there for us to use them.
I know.
The objects are there for us to use them. So humans, we are the center of everything.
Yeah.
That's and that's what religion says,
Yeah, but-
all religions. So I think it comes from there, because we are the center of everything, and then we use them because they are nothing compared to us. And
Well, I'm actually reading this very interesting book. It's called Eterno Treblinka, and it's a comparison between what we do to animals or what happened with the Holocaust with the Jewish people.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the book, they actually mention the fact that a lot of the practices that are in religion, a lot of the things that they say in religion, are to support animal agriculture. So the reality might be that the way we created religion was as a way that animal agriculture continues their propaganda that we need it, that we have to farm animals, because the reality is we don't need it, we don't have to farm animals. And there's nothing that much special that we do nowadays that we couldn't have done in the past. But let's just say that today we have so much more technology, we have so much more readily available options that today we can't even, there's no way to justify it. Maybe in the past there were ways.
Yeah, and I think because we now are super humans and not just humans, we are just morally better than before.
Yeah.
And I think that's life,
Exactly.
to be
Yeah.
improving. Yeah, I agree with that. But I honestly think that we eat both. We are omnivores. So naturally, we can eat meat.
We can, but doesn't mean we have to. We can. When we say we can eat meat, we can also we can also eat the meat of other humans. We can, but we don't have to.
It's the same
But
as,
this
for
is
example,
kind of
it's like the same as prostitution.
Yeah.
You can like it or want it, but you are educated in a way that you will not do it because you know that it's morally not good.
Yeah.
Same with eating animals, but deep down you know that you like eating animals because we are
Yeah, but there's a
omnivores.
difference, right? In prostitution, you have consent. You give your consent that you share
Well,
your
it
body with
depends-
other people for money.
It
Let's say.
depends because consent is very relative. Because maybe I give you my consent, but because I'm in a desperate situation, because
Yeah,
if
I
I
would
don't
say
do
obviously.
it, maybe I could die or I don't have food.
There's
to eat. So
obviously also gray areas in
consent
that
is a
area,
bit-
but
yeah.
but like for animals, there is no gray area. There's like they don't consent to any of it. They still get exploited. They still get like enslaved. They still get slaughtered, and we can't choose otherwise. Like you acknowledge your responsibility in the matter. So why not choose otherwise? Like I'm asking you to. We can talk about society all day long, but
Yeah.
we have responsibilities as individuals also, not just as societies.
Yeah.
And the way we change societies is sometimes by each individual at a time. So what do you two want to be? Like what is keeping you from not exploiting any animals, from going vegan and saying, fuck no, I don't want to be violent towards animals.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
A ver, bro, if you want to be like, but what I mean is, the rest of the animals, they hunt each other and they eat each other without no consent, and they have the same feelings and the same values, but they don't care about the value of the other.
the
And
only
they-
difference is that we make money of it. Like we try to
and
speculate.
the way we hunt, and the way we commercialize it, and the way we eat it.
But that doesn't make it moral, does it? Just because other animals do it doesn't mean it's okay, right? Other animals also they also rape other animals. You know, other animals they kill their family, they kill their babies sometimes.
Yes.
That doesn't make it.
Yes,
it
but
doesn't
what
make
I mean
it
is-
right because other animals. do it.
Yes, but it's like the traffic chain. So I think it's something that it's
Yeah, but the traffic
it's
chain.
made of.
So the traffic chain is a measurement of it's a measurement of how energy flows in an ecosystem, right? So the plants get their energy from the sun. Then if a being eats the plants, then they get a certain amount of energy. Then if a being eats that being, then they get less energy and so on. So the traffic chain is actually it's a way to show how energy flows in an ecosystem. It's not a measurement of power. But even let's say if it is a measurement of power, let's say we are at the top, we have the most power. Do you think that just because we have power gives us the right to do this to them?
No, no.
No, o sea, kill for kill.
No, but
not
it's true. But it's something that it has been normalized since since we were born. So it's something that we see as normal. Now the topic is raising. Now people
Yeah.
is becoming aware. Okay, it
Because
will
we
go.
have media, we have more of this, and more vegans are becoming more vocal because we want animals to
Yes.
stop being exploited.
And first, I think a lot of people, for example, myself, I'm not vegan. I try not to eat a lot of meat, and if I eat is chicken, and I try to not.
And to reduce
It's
the consume
reducing
of the meat.
the consume. That's for sure. But I think I will not start doing it until I find a ways of how to substitute this meat. Because
If I give you
meats-
this right now, like, 'cause I have several resources, I give you resources, but the reality is you have to want it, right? If you were to find out that you're allergic to animal products, would you keep saying I have to find out ways to?
No, of
You would
course.
just replace it,
Of
right?
course, but as you can see, it's a lack of commitment to.
Yeah,
the
exactly,
topic.
it is.
Yeah,
So
of
what
course.
would get you to commit right now? Because you say you have vegan friends, so it shouldn't be that difficult. There's readily available vegan options everywhere. I'm gonna give you resources also.
But our friends, they're given, to be honest, it's so difficult when we are out just visiting,
To find
traveling,
something
to find
to
some
eat.
place that they feel comfortable, not just eating a salad, because everything is made with meat. And
not if you have like there's an app called Happy Cow. If you go on it, you have several resources. Barcelona has a lot of vegan options. I also have a
Yes, they
vegan
have
friend in
plenty of
Barcelona. Like,
vegan options.
For me, I would prefer that it's much more expensive to buy it and there's less quantity and they are not exploited and we just consume the things that are naturally there. We don't create them on purpose to be eaten, like because now we create them, no artificial,
Yeah.
like we do it ourselves, no? So no, in a normal way, for me I would prefer that it's in a normal way, like organic, that we can eat them, but not to really make money out of it, only to feed us and in a very expensive way so that not everyone can access to it. That I would pay per 3 times something like a fuet or jamón serrano, just if I know that this animal have got like a good life. And
did you
I mean,
have a
I
good
don't
life
know.
so far?
Well, I can't complain. I mean, if you look
So
at the world.
would it be fair? It would be fair for somebody to take your life right now because they like the taste of your flesh?
No, I mean, of course not.
So why do you think it would be fair that if we treat an animal and give them a good life, that we can then stab them in their throat and take their flesh, say, because we
But
like the taste of
we
their
eat
flesh?
each other. Like I think it's something natural that we eat each other. You
But
know,
we
plants
said in
also
nature,
feed.
in nature, there's a lot of shit happening. We can't justify
Yeah,
what we
nature-
do
nature
because
is not
nature.
fair,
Nature is
right?
not fair, but we as humans strive for fairness. Right?
Exactly, but eating means not being fair because even if you eat vegetables, that vegetables that were like a plant, they also now
they don't
there's
have emotions. They don't.
well
feel.
emotions, but they feel things. They feel. They don't feel
No,
the
or
same
the-
level. They
yes,
don't
but-
feel the same level.
But at the same
they
way
feel
that
things.
you create a huge
And for example,
a huge
a
field
fish-
to plant
Does
all
a
the
fish
seeds
have
and then
the same that, for
Of
example, a
course,
cow?
fish also feel pain. They have emotions. Yes, they're sentient. So there's a thing called the Declaration of Sentience by the Cambridge. There's the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness, actually, and they say there which animals are sentient and which animals are not. For plants, they are not sentient. There's several resources. I know there was an article of tomatoes screaming, but that's just mass media blowing it out of control. If you read the study, it actually mentions that they expulge some air when a process called cavitation actually. It's either way, but let's say even if plants were sentient, the reality is that the animals that we farm have to eat plants themselves. Just like you said, the trophic chain. So that means an animal, when they will eat more plants than we would otherwise eat if we were to get the same nutrition directly from plants.
Yeah.
So that means that even if you say that plants are sentient, when you eat an animal, you eat all the sentient plants that they ate, as well as that animal. So that is obviously way more. So even in that sense, it's still. It doesn't make any moral sense to still consume animals. You see what I mean? Like there is literally in any way, environment, any way you spin it, the reality is that farming animals, exploiting them is cruel, unnecessary.
Yes, exploiting. I agree to that.
Yes,
but I
it's
also
right.
think, for example, I know a lot of people that they came back from being vegan to being like normal because they found that they were weaker than before. Their health was.
But just because they didn't do it the right way, just because they didn't adopt a plant-based diet correctly, and they immediately jumped to exploiting animals, it doesn't mean that you can't have a plant-based diet, right? Just like, imagine if somebody has a bad diet by eating animals, and says, I'll kill humans because logically the nutrition that we need is obviously in a human being. So I'll just kill humans, I'll just go the next level, right? So why would that be, like, why would we jump to the conclusion? That's the problem. We see animals as resource, we see them as something that we can just take. Oh, I don't know, I can just take it from them. And it's not just about food, it's also about leather. I'm not sure if this is leather or not. It's also about leather, right? You know, leather is the skin of another being, you know? It's also about wool. It's about all the exploitation that we do to animals. Being vegan means just saying that no to any animal exploitation.
Yeah.
The
Like
food,
not wool.
no, the food, the no wool.
No wool.
No, none of the animal products, because behind them, animals get exploited and slaughtered. You might be surprised to find out just how bad it is. Like, a lot of people don't realize it. That's why I asked you about the dairy industry, because cows produce milk for their babies, let's put it this way. Like, farmers, they put their fist in their anus of the cow, they hold their cervix, and they inject bull semen in the vagina. Somebody else jerks off a bull for that to happen. You can find all of this under tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw
That's how
videos.
desensitized we are, because tutorials on how to get a bull to ejaculate, they literally inject a giant metal rod in their ass, and then they do electrostimulation for them to ejaculate. This is something that we find normal, right, for animal products. And once the baby is born, what do you think happens to them?
Yeah, they kept them away from their moms.
Exactly.
They
And
take
will
them.
eat
They
it
take them and
because
they.
as small as they are more.
Yeah,
they
and
are
then
better.
the mom screams and the mom goes. Yeah, I saw. I saw videos.
If they're male, they get slaughtered because they don't produce milk. If they're female, same as their mothers. Forceful impregnation year over year. After 8 years, when they don't produce enough to be financially viable, they get killed, and they can live up to 20 years, so they don't live even half their life. And this is biological, free-range, small farms. This is standard practice across the board. Like a small farm where they have 5 cows, they'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
They all do the same thing.
But humans, we do that not only with animals, but with everything. We just create cities, buildings, like we take the nature and we adapt nature to us. So it's the same that we do with animals, with buildings.
But there's a difference
everything.
when we build a building. It's like you should try to never.
It's an object, but at the end we are killing forest, we are killing all the trees, we are doing a lot of bad things. We are contaminating the water with the boats.
But does any of this justify doing extra bad stuff to animals?
No, of course not. But I think it's not only that, but what is happening in the world, for example, in Afghanistan,
If
the
you want to
women's
be
voice
good,
that are
just
silenced.
stay living in a cove.
So I think,
don't do anything
I
because
think
don't
that
even
is
breathe.
true, and I understand. And maybe if we
Yes.
can do something on us, it's better that we do it. But of course, what I'm saying is that everything is wrong in the world. There's a lot of things that are unfair.
Yeah, but like
not only animals, but a lot of things.
I agree with you. There's a lot of fucked up things in the world, but I don't think that just because there's a lot of fucked up things, that means we can commit fucked up things just because everybody does it, or just because the world is fucked up, right? Like, we can't just say, give up and say, this is called an appeal to futility. It means we won't do anything because there's no sense, because there's no way to make it perfect. But
I think at this point we need to regularize it in a way, like the government needs to say.
But can the government say when you are supporting
Regularize.
the industry? Because we live in a capitalistic society, right?
Yes.
So that means when you supply and demand, when you demand it, they will supply it. If there will be enough demand, government will step in
Well,
and
you
say
put
we can stop it.
Double of taxes, like we do with drugs. You put double taxes.
Well, actually, what government does is subsidizes them right now, right? So what governments don't even. The reality is that all the governments, the reason why animal agriculture, the reason why animal products are cheaper than plant-based products is because the governments heavily subsidize them. The price is a lot. Like, when you pay taxes, you pay for farmers to exploit animals. And you should be outraged by this. But the first thing, the bare minimum that you can do is not pay for it yourself. The bare minimum that you can do is not participate in this horribleness towards animals. And then if you want to speak up on their behalf like I do, or like go to the governments and say, stop this fucking horribleness, you can. But the bare minimum you can do is at least not participate in it, not exploit it, not give them more money to do it. You see what I mean? Because when you give them more money, you basically tell the farmers, I want more of these animals. Whatever you do to them, continue doing it so that I can get my product.
Yeah.
That's what they would do with your money, right?
Yeah. I mean, we are not conscious about it when we buy it.
And we don't have the commitment
And we
to
don't
say
have the commitment
we stop
because-
to eat meat and we're gonna have just a plant-based
And like
diet.
everyone is
No.
living in their little world. We know that there's a lot of bad things happening and a lot of unfairness and a lot of, but at the end of the day, you just work and if you have to, you are not gonna, you know, unless you are very committed, unless the cause is really touching you, which of course is touching me. I have 3 dogs at home, like in my dad's house, and sometimes I think about it. I think like, yeah, a dog we treat it like our pet, and a cow just because it's a cow and not a dog. We can, yeah, of course, it's a lot of incongruencias, like incongruences. No, congruencia. Well, there's a lot of things that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
at
but
all,
turning away from it and saying I'm just going to continue doing it, I don't think that's a good thing to do. I'm sorry to say this. I don't think that's something you should. I don't think that's something you should say or be even like. I think that's something.
I'm
I
not
don't think
saying that
it's-
I'm proud. I mean, I'm
No,
not
no,
saying
it's
that
like-
I'm
no, no,
proud.
no, of course.
And,
Yeah.
and if there's something that can substitute meat, I would try it.
Oh,
but
there's so many options now in the supermarket. Come on.
Garbanzos.
There's so
There's
many
plenty of-
options.
If you go to a
but like
Veritas,
meat,
Exactly like meat. Like there's
see,
a.
if you go to a Veritas, you will find
yeah,
it's
and I
a, it's a
have to
vegan
pay
store.
double then.
Yes.
But you said you're okay paying double
No,
for
I'm not
animals
okay.
to be exploited.
Well, yes, but
So why
but
not
at the
pay
end,
double
no.
for no animals to be
But
exploited?
because I'm also exploited every way that I need
Come
to
on,
go
it's
to
not
work.
about that.
I
You
mean,
don't justify
yes,
it that way when it comes to.
And not only me, but a lot of poor people, they cannot afford buying these things.
But you can, it
should
doesn't
be something
matter.
that comes from them.
But even more, then you have even more of a responsibility because if you can afford it, then you can drive demand for vegan products to lower their prices by you participating to buy vegan products and by not participating in animal agriculture because you do 2 things this way. One, you don't support the cruelty towards animals, and 2, you drive the prices for the other alternatives down. So you have even more of a responsibility in that way.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Don't sleep on it. Like I'm honestly, you know, I'm vegan and
Yeah.
you guys have been thinking about it, but I'll tell you the one regret I have is not doing it sooner, because it's once that switch gets made in your head and you realize just what fucked up things we do to them, what we participate in. It's like, why the hell didn't I do it sooner? What the hell was I thinking? It's fucked up. I really wish. And like, talk to any vegan, all of them will say the same thing. I wish I had done it sooner. All of them, because.
But if you have chickens in your place, for example, chickens just to like be with them, and they have eggs because egg is just a period. It's not really a chicken. It's
Do you really want to eat their period?
Yeah, it's an egg. I ate them a lot.
Yeah.
Would you not?
So I would not, because first of all, so actually today.
You have your own chickens.
No, let me put it this way. Today, coincidentally, today I went to an animal sanctuary. A sanctuary is a place where they rescue animals from farms, and it was actually a chicken sanctuary where they saved chickens that were coming from the egg industry, right? A lot of the chickens were coming from biological, so it's the absolute best conditions ever. They had infections, they had broken legs, because farmers don't give a shit about them.
Yeah.
They just care about the check. I get my product, that's it. But let me put it this way. So first of all, in hatcheries, the place where chickens originally come from, where they hatch from eggs, when an egg hatches, there's 50-50 chance that they're born male or female, right? If they're born male, they don't produce eggs. So they get blended up alive. They literally get thrown in a blender. It's standard practice. Or they get gassed to death. That's another. These are 2 of the most common ways that they kill the male baby chicks on their first day of life. That's number 1. So I wouldn't want to participate in that, first of all. Second, chickens, they lay an egg every day because they've been selectively bred to do that. But it drains them of their resources. I mean, chickens are like as big as my hand, and an egg is like this, right? So imagine removing 20% of your body every day. It's insane. It drains you. So,
but they do it anyway.
But in sanctuaries, what they do is they take the eggs and drop them on the floor. I saw it actually today, and you can look it up online. There's several videos. They throw the eggs, and chickens come pecking at it, and they eat it back because they need the nutrients, you see? So they do it because they've been selectively bred to do it. They're genetically selective. They're genetically bred. It's genetic selection, but it's artificial genetic selection, where they said the chickens that lay more eggs, they just continue to reproduce more and more. So, in that sense, give me a second. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright. Don't worry.
this is the kind of people that you want to align with if you eat animal products.
Yeah, yeah.
Like don't align yourself to that. But like even and once the chickens no longer produce eggs, they get to a slaughterhouse. So in the sanctuary that I was today, they buy the chickens off of the farmer so that they don't go to a slaughterhouse. And chickens, you would say, when they no longer produce eggs, no, when they no longer produce daily eggs, chickens, they produce like 5 eggs per week. So
Yeah.
they're still not enough for farmers. They still say, you deserve to die because of that.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, like, if you have them in your house.
Yeah, but even then, if you give out back the nutrients, but you have an excess of eggs and you want to eat them. Hey, far be it from me to say anything to you, right?
Okay.
I still think you kind of see them as resources, but far be it from me to say anything to you. I think the bigger problem is you giving farmers money to exploit these animals. You killing animals. You like treating them as resources seeing them as resources is the biggest issue. If you stop that and you still want to have some eggs from your own chickens, I still think it's wrong personally because, as I said, you still objectify them, you still see them as resources. But hey, as long as you're not exploiting them, as long as you give them back the nutrients and you have some excess, whatever, you do you. Nothing. I can't police you anyway going for it, right? You do you.
No, but you're right.
Yeah.
And I think we will get there. And what you do is great. But it's just that we are not that committed.
Let me give you some resources to look more into it. Just don't sleep on it. You have like, it's. You know, this is my social media, Vegan Power Lab. So if you want to see yourself, scan this code, go on this website. They're going to ask you for a code and type this. Watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. Set it to English. I'm not sure if it'll be because it will set it to Spanish. I'm not sure if the speech will appear. It's a speech that I set specifically. That's why it's my code.
Yeah.
Watch that. Give that a watch. Just can you promise me you'll watch that?
I promise you.
Okay, thank you.
I promise you.
And if you decide that you don't want to be part of it, and I really hope you do, because all these animals, they deserve to live. Challenge 22, it's free. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you vegan recipes every day for 22 days to help you change your habit, because it takes 22 days for a person to change a habit. You get, you also have there, if you set it to English, you have a Discord server. Somebody will log in with you on the Discord server and help you with even more personalized help. You have communities there to help you. You have all the help you need. You just gotta want it. And if you think it's difficult, let me tell you, it's not. It's just a matter of 1 month where it's a bit inconvenient. But I saw it as an exploration, where I found new tastes, where it was interesting to me to find new foods and everything. I found it very much.
When did you start it?
2 years ago. So for me, it was I loved that 1 month because it was exploration. But afterwards, it's the same for me as it is for you. I go into supermarket, I buy the foods. I go into a restaurant, I just buy the vegan option. And beforehand, I always look that the restaurant has a vegan option, because if you're health conscious, as I was before, you anyway don't choose any restaurant. You anyway look on the restaurant and see what is on the menu. Is it healthy or not? And now you look on the menu and say, is it vegan or not? That's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. It's just a different perspective.
But cheese, I love cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese would be my favorite.
But
More
animals
than
get
meat.
exploited
We don't eat
for
that
it.
much meat. But
Let me
it's
ask you this: how many more animals have to be exploited and slaughtered for you?
No,
before you change?
of course. I don't tell me this.
In this way,
You are
it's
so
like
bad.
you feel so bad that for
Yeah,
everything. It's
you're making us feel so like
That's the
horrible
first step.
people.
That's the first
Like
step.
horrible.
Just like horrible people.
That's
like
the
if we
first
were
step.
like assassins. Yeah, we are like assassins, but we
We've just been put in this society. We
But
didn't.
we're adults. We
are
can't justify based on what our parents
Well,
did to
no,
us.
yes,
okay?
but it's sometimes-
We're adults.
but yes,
we can
but
make
it's-
And the
choices for
tradition
ourselves.
that
and
we
it's
have.
and the tasting and the flavor
And the
and
taste,
the flavors.
of course. Saying
But does
goodbye
any
to
of
the
this justify taking the life of an innocent
Of
being?
course not.
Of course not. But at that
Then don't
moment,
justify it.
yes.
No, I'm not justifying.
And if you
I'm
want
not
some,
justifying
and if you
it,
want
but-
my advice is take it one meal at a time. Try vegan in that. Are you tourists in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Let me give you also. So this is a map of vegan restaurants in Amsterdam. I would recommend that you try these because they are better than the other restaurants. They're not tourist traps. All the restaurants here are mostly tourist traps.
Yeah.
They're organized by healthy or not healthy. Try them. A vegan sushi bar, I love it. It's my. I don't usually like sushi, but this one is absolutely brilliant. And they also do it with black rice, which is kind of nice. There's a lot of restaurants here that you can choose from. There's more restaurants than this. This isn't even the whole map, so I'm sure you have even more probably in Barcelona or something like that.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Take it one meal at a time. try vegan. Go
I've tried
more
vegan.
and more.
Last
don't-
day I went to the library and I get a vegan book recipes because I think it's important to how to cook in a different way, not using
It's
animal
about the
products.
animals. It's not about us.
No,
But you were actually saying because it's true.
but it's something. It's like at least I did an approach with the vegan food because I decided to buy
But also because
a book
Yeah.
from vegan recipes just to reinvent the way we cook because
Yeah.
we're using
I think it
so
may-
many animal products. Instead that we can do the same like a carbonara in a different way.
Watch that video, okay? Promise me you watch that video.
I will watch it.
Yeah.
But I already watched videos of animals being
this isn't a
mistreated.
gruesome. This is just a guy holding a speech in front of a university, a class of students in the university. It's very good speech. If anything, it will be entertaining also for you to watch. If anything.
Yeah, we
so,
will.
So
Yes,
watch
we
that
can watch it
and
later.
don't sleep on it. Make a decision. Just don't participate in this. I know it sounds a bit out there, but you have vegan friends. You said there's a lot of vegan options. Like, these animals deserve better. We really don't
Yeah,
need to do this to them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And
Thank you so
don't
much.
let any more animals die for you.
Thank you so much.
What's your name?
Rosa.
Rosa,
I
nice
really
to meet you,
appreciate
Rogan.
your time.
What's your name?
Okay, Vincent.
Vincent, I'm Chip, okay?
Chip.
You have my social media also on
Yes.
that card. Don't hesitate, okay?
Okay.
Don't hesitate.
You're doing good.
Do it.
Thank you.
Do it. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Have a good one. Yeah, Ben, it definitely felt that way. Huh? I guess you guys had a bit of a crooked video here. Yeah, I didn't know if how much I should push them. I feel like they will go vegan. I'm not sure if they go vegan right now, but they do feel like they will go vegan. They definitely felt like that. So that's the problem. It's that she won't change. She already seen the footage, but she loves cheese. Exactly, Ben. That's also my opinion that they weren't ready or they weren't willing yet. As they kept saying that they need motivation and they don't have motivation, and they said they felt bad about it. I think it changes around the corner for them. I'm not sure if it will be just right now. That's the reality. It's sad, but I also didn't want to get the backfire from them. Yeah, please, Karmic Breath, tell me feedback. Like, what would you have done with these people better? Like, how would you have approached them? That's a yeah. I am open to feedback. Yes. Sam Smith, how long did that last? I don't know. It was a long conversation. Huh? I think I'm gonna call it a day instead of letting people shift next to the argument. I thought I tried not to, but okay, yeah, go on. Ooh, Martin, that is good. Chip, ask Spanish people what their stance is on bullfighting, especially if they're vegetarians. Very good point, Martin. Very good point. Get them to verbally acknowledge the argument they just use. It's not valid. I mean, it's true, but I think like with them, they were. I think with them they were like kind of. They said that I'm right. They kind of understood all of the arguments. They kept bringing up like for some reason, what if they're better kept or something, but then they kind of understood it. But Martin, your idea was so much better. I think that would have been a knocker. You're right. That would have been a really good one for them because they're Spanish. I'm sure they would have said it's cruel, and I could have said, "What is the difference?" Well, it's the same, huh? Also, ask them, "What do you think my response is as a vegan?" Okay, I don't know what you mean by that, Karmic Breath. Yeah, the guys who were just coming here to who just sat in front of the camera, who I had to shoo them away. They came with some food and now they're behaving like men. Forces them to think in the position that they're debating against. Oh, I see what you mean, Karmic Breath. That's a very good point. They agreed initially, asked them if they want to change their answer on if it's slavery. Ooh, USAV, that's such a good point also. Oh my God, such great point. Very good point. Very, very, very good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, you see, but that's the thing. I feel like, for me, when I'm doing these discussions, I always ask myself, how should I go on now? And I feel like that's a very, very good way of approaching it, because it's kind of like going like on the line. You're not really pushing them. You're just kind of showing them the ridiculousness of their excuses. So I should do that more. But I always wonder, like, oh, what if I push more and then it backfires? I really don't want that to happen, especially when they're not pieces of shit. Like the people that those two guys were kind of pieces of shit, and like I didn't really care about them. Some people are like that, and I'm like, yeah. Sam Smith asks, what time did you start? It says 184 minutes, so I don't know, 3 hours ago. Whoa, 3 hours, holy shit, it's been 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours ago. Also, Chippy could say, if you are smart enough to know all of what they're arguing for, they are smart enough to figure out how to make veganism feasible. I mean, Axel, come on. That was so ridiculous, right? Like she was saying, that was so funny that she was saying, I would pay double, triple to so that animals get treated nicely and then I can eat their flesh. But then when it came to vegan products, they're like, yeah, but it's double the price. And like, what? What do you mean? What the hell is that? Yeah. Lewis says, Chip, you're doing amazing. Thanks for the animals. Thank you, you rock. What?
What is this about?
I do a social experiment. You want to do it?
Yeah, what is it about?
So I just ask you some questions, get you to think.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about slavery?
Slavery, that's interesting. I'm from South Africa, so I mean, the thing is the Dutch is slavery.
I'll ask you about oppression then. How do you feel about oppression?
Depression?
Oppression.
Oppression. Oh, it's an interesting question. I mean...
Would you say it's bad to oppress people?
Look, definitely, but I think there's some people that are built to do what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some people that you can't escape oppression because that's what you know.
Yeah, but like, do you think that, let me put it this way, do you think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
Oh no, definitely not.
No, okay.
I disagree
What
with
if
that.
it benefits the powerful?
But is this not what we're living in now?
Yeah. No,
benefiting the powerful?
But they should still not have the right. It would still be wrong.
We look in South Africa, we look in Amsterdam, we look in America. The powerful are always oppressing the people.
But it doesn't make
they
it
can.
right. It doesn't make it right.
No, I disagree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and what if the powerful have been doing it for a long time and it would be hard for them to stop? Would that make it right?
They will keep doing it.
They will keep doing it, but it doesn't still make it right.
It doesn't.
Right?
No, I agree. It doesn't make it right, but they're still going to do it.
Okay, what if you
do
were
they
to,
care? That's
what
a
if
real
you were
question.
to find out that you are in a position of power and that you are oppressing somebody? Would you want to stop?
But that's my point. How many people are right in this area right now? Let's say 10,000 people. If these 10,000 people had to stand up to what's right and to what's oppressing them, would it not create a disillusion to the governments and to the higher power that, listen, we got numbers on our side.
But whatever they do, it doesn't matter. What I'm asking is you. What would you do, right? Because like I can't speak to all 10,000 people, as you said, but I can speak to you right now. So my question to you is, if you were in a position of power, you were to find out that you're in a position of power, you are oppressing somebody, would you find it as an obligation to stop?
So my thing is, if I was in a position of power and I had the money and wealth these people do, is I'd try my best to gather the 10,000 people right here to stand up to what's wrong.
But you yourself, would you find it obligatory to first and foremost stop oppressing?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Because it's not fair. These are the people that work for us. These are the people that create everything.
So would you say oppression is wrong regardless?
Yeah.
Would you say oppression is wrong regardless of the color of their skin?
Yeah.
Would you say oppression is wrong regardless of their intellectual capacity? Like if they're intellectually challenged, is it right to oppress them?
No, not at all. I don't think it's right to listen. I think we're all here for a purpose and we all have a purpose in life, no matter what it is. But the way things are going now, there's a certain kind of people that think they can control us and they can keep us in order and they can stop us from doing what we want to do. And they do. And that's what they do with the 9-to-5s. That's what they do with salaries. So that's what I'm saying. If we can gather a mass amount of people to stand up to this oppression, does the oppression stand?
But before, I agree with you, right? In this situation, because in this situation you're the person being oppressed, right?
Yeah.
So you say you're trying to find ways of how to rise above it. But let's say that you are in the position of the oppressor, not the oppressed. If you were in the position of the oppressor, you yourself, would you find it obligatory, as I asked you before, to stop? You would, right?
And you said regardless of their skin color, regardless of their intellectual
Who they are,
capacity,
yeah.
How about, and this is the difficult question, how about their species? Would you find it okay to oppress animals? You're in a position of power.
Interesting. But that's the thing. I mean, then does that not come to nature? Oppressing animals. There's certain
It's just
animals
as much
that
nature as humans oppressing other
there's
humans.
certain animals that can't compete with the hierarchy. Like, if you bring a zebra to a lion, who's gonna win? A lion, because he's on the hierarchy.
Okay, but like you yourself, you have options, right? Like in a context of sending animals to a slaughterhouse, we are oppressing them. Would you agree with that? We have
100%.
power over them. We
No,
are forcing
I
them.
agree with that.
Yeah. So then, why wouldn't you choose to stop? I know it happens in nature. I know lions do it, but we rise above it, right?
There's a
We
way
as
to do
humans-
it, right?
I mean, we as humans rise above all of this and say it's immoral to kill each other. Animals kill each other. We
Yeah.
say it's immoral to rape each other. Animals rape each other. So why when it comes to food or when it comes to animal products, we say it's okay to use animals. It's okay to exploit them because other animals do.
Interesting. But that's what it comes to. Everyone here needs to eat.
Yeah, but they don't
And-
need to eat animals.
No, they don't need to eat animals, but the carnivore diet has shown that people do need we are humans. We were born centuries ago where we need the proteins and what the animals give us. But the way we're doing it now, I agree it's wrong. It's not right.
Well, what is the right way to do the wrong thing? Because there's an unbelievable amount of scientific data out there, empirical evidence saying that we do not need animal products to survive and thrive. We do not need, we can survive and thrive on plants and plant-based products, especially nowadays. I mean, come on. Nowadays we have
So
so
you
many of it.
believe that we can only survive off what's
I don't just only believe, I'm living proof that we can, first of all. And second, there's millions of people like me who survive and thrive.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that way of living is not wrong at all. Like, you can live the vegan life, the vegetarian life, but I still think as humans we need that meat. But I don't believe the way we're doing it, the way they're killing the animals, the way we're harvesting them, like they're just.
But what do you mean you think we need it? Because we as humans I can think that I need to kill humans. I can think that I need to rape humans. I can think whatever. It doesn't mean that it's right?
No, yeah,
biologically speaking, scientifically speaking, we don't need it. So we can survive and thrive. And I understand there's some culture to it. There's some of these inherent things that we were brought up with. But do any of those justify the things that we do to them?
No. But that's why, if I'm being honest, I believe that if we do it, we should do it right.
What's
it
the
should
right
be
way to take somebody's
the
life?
hunter-gathering way. If you kill someone, complete the suffering. There's no suffering involved at all. And listen, you give thanks to God because at the end of the day, God put these animals, these vegetations, these plants, the citrus, everything in the
Do you
world
have
to
a
us.
parent, a mother,
Definitely.
yeah. So if you have, would you find it okay if somebody took their life and said it's
But that's where
without
it
them
comes.
suffering, just take their life because they like the taste of their flesh, exactly the same.
But that's the thing, that's where it comes to life support. My whoever is on life support, who would you rather want to have the choice? You or someone completely else, the oppressor that's in control just says, okay, another person done. Or would you rather take that life yourself, have it on your conscience, but believe you put them in the right place because that's what you've chosen?
But the choices that you have every day is between taking somebody's life or not taking somebody's life.
Yeah.
That's the choice that you
But
have.
that's
So why
the
choose
thing-
to take somebody's life, regardless if you
But
do
that's
it
the thing,
the right
as
way?
humans, we don't really take people's lives.
You take an animal's life.
That's the thing, because animals, a lot of people believe that animals were given here. I mean, chickens were given to us by God.
They are not.
It's the only bird. You don't believe
Chickens
so?
were selectively bred. What do you mean? How could they have been given by God when chickens didn't exist 2,000 years ago and they were selectively bred?
So then the dodo bird, does that not derive off a chicken?
I don't know. I don't think the dodo bird is related to the chicken. But anyway, even if, like, say, even if all of this was true, like they were given by, I don't believe in God, by the way, but like, let's say,
You don't?
no, but let's say,
So are you atheist?
I'm 100% atheist, but let's say,
But wait, let's figure this out. Why are you atheist? Why do you not believe there's a creator in this world?
we can talk about this, but like, I'm here speaking on behalf of animals right now, right? I don't want to necessarily speak about my belief system or anything like that.
No, I agree, but
the reason why I don't believe in God is because there's no empirical evidence for it. The reason why I believe that animals feel pain and they suffer and they get exploited is because there is evidence for it.
Yeah.
The reason why I think that you can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet is because there's evidence for it. I follow science. That's all I do, right? If there's science that says one way and there's a pyramid of evidence that says there's different types of studies, right? There's peer-reviewed, there's randomized control trials, there's meta-analysis and all this. So if you have like the top of the top, like where you have meta-reviews or umbrella reviews of several meta-reviews, then
no,
it makes
I
sense
agree.
to
But
trust them.
do you not believe that? So God is omnipresent, and the things that have been delivered in our life are a reason of we can choose to do what we do, and we can choose to do what we're not.
So
the
you
people
think-
who are killers and the people who are not, there's a reason for those people, and
I don't know, what God do you believe in?
I believe in Christianity. I believe in God itself, but
so you believe in Jesus, right?
I believe in the Creator itself.
Do you think how would Jesus kill an animal?
Like I said, I believe he would do it right. He'd ended suffering.
So you think
he'd be a man.
Jesus would take a knife and slash the throat of an animal when he could choose a plant-based option?
Yes.
You think Jesus would take the life of an animal who, by the way, feels pain just because he can easily choose a plant-based option?
Yeah.
Do you think he would take their life?
I would, because Jesus, what he also...
How is that compassionate?
What he always establishes
Is that not
also
cruel?
that the people that he feeds is from the animals.
But
And
what if he feeds the same people from plants who don't feel pain? Why would Jesus choose to cut the throat of an animal if he can choose to?
But then that remains the question: why are animals on this earth? Then? If we can't,
Why are you
cannot
on this
feed,
earth? Animals just are at the same time as we are. What do
we
you
are
mean?
soul-conscious, is it not?
Animals are also conscious. There's a thing called the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness that says all these animals are conscious.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. If there's a right way to do it, would you
What's
not
the
do
right
it?
way to take somebody's life that doesn't want to die?
You kill them with no suffering, you pray over
And
them.
I ask you again, if that
and
happened
you-
to your mom, would you find it okay? Killing her with no suffering.
Killing her with no suffering,
Is it
100%.
okay?
But if
So
someone...
if I go and kill your mom without no suffering, would you find it okay?
But that's where I came with point, was saying, if you prayed for it and if you did the right ritual, close her eyes, send her to wherever she belongs, then I'll find it okay.
So you're
Obviously,
okay with
I'll
somebody
be
killing
hurt.
your mom if
I'm gonna
if
be
they
hurt.
do it in the
No,
right way?
100%. I'm going to be hurt. But at the end of the day, that's the world we live in. It's human nature. It's animal nature. There's a hierarchy. There's a food
So why
chain.
don't you go and kill people right now on the street?
Because that's not who I am. But there is someone who is doing it. And what happens to that person? Does he not end up in suffering himself? Does he not
Not
get
always.
paid by his conscience and his soul? He gets that retribution and that death into him.
But do you think? Let's put it this way:
Does
Are you
that
a
make him
violent?
human?
Are you a violent
No,
person?
not at all.
But do you think that slashing somebody's throat for something that is optional to you is not violent?
But that's what I've said. I've said
Is it
the
or
way
not
we're
violent?
doing it is completely
No. Respond to this question. Slashing somebody's throat for something that is optional to you,
obviously
is
it's
it violent?
But if someone comes
So
to you...
when you buy an animal product, this is what you pay for.
Yeah.
Regardless if you say there's better ways. Let's say there might be better ways, I disagree. But regardless, you're not paying for those better ways.
Yeah.
You're paying for these ways. You're paying for animals to have their throats slashed just because they can, but just because you can.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the way we're doing it is wrong. I fully agree with everything you're saying. So
No,
if,
you don't,
let's
because
say,
you still see them as resources.
let's say there's a cow here, and I have a knife myself, and I stab it in the heart, I puncture it, and I lay it down, and there's a peaceful way of its death. Is that not a better option than the way we're doing it now with the
Dude,
guns?
the options is not between killing them one way or the other. The option is between killing them or not killing them. You choose to kill them.
Okay, so let's
Why
say we
choose to not
don't
kill
kill
them?
these animals. Then
Yeah.
what happens to us?
You survive and thrive and go on every day. Do you think I don't
But
live
do
my
you
life
not
just like
do you
normal?
not believe that these animals will overpopulate us?
No.
Then we got a mass population of animals
Listen,
that
if the whole world were to turn vegan like this overnight, we would have a problem and we would need solving. Okay, but as more people turn vegan, that's never going to happen, right? More and more people turn vegan.
At least you know that. Yeah, it's true.
So more and more people, as they do that more and more, less and less animals get brought into existence from the first place. So then there's never going to be an overpopulation of animals. There's just going to be some animals left. And so what? We have some animals left in the wild. You just let them live somewhere.
No, 100%. Do you not believe these animals are going to die either way?
You're going to die either way. Doesn't give me the doesn't give me the opportunity to kill you.
But that's the thing.
All these animals are going to die. Doesn't mean you should kill them.
But that's the thing. If you had to do me now, I'd accept that. But there's a right way of doing it.
But you understand,
but
you don't
that's
have
the human
to. You choose
conscious,
to.
is it not?
You choose to.
But that's why these people are killing these animals in this way. It's because
we're going in circles. We're going in circles.
We can breed another one.
You keep bringing it up that there's good ways to take somebody's life.
Is it not?
No, it's not, because there's no good way to take somebody's life. And you believe in the Bible. The
But if
Bible
you-
literally says, "Thou shalt not kill." Does it say, "Thou shalt not kill humans"? It says, "Thou shalt not kill." Full stop. Why would you think killing animals for something that is optional to you? If I go and kill this pigeon right now and then go fuck it or whatever I want to do to it, it's the same
Okay,
as you
so that
killing an
raises
animal
my
for
question.
food.
You believe in science. Bill Gates is a scientist, right?
No, Bill Gates is not a scientist.
So then what is he?
The person with money.
A person with money who does what with his power?
I have no clue. I don't
Does
follow
he
Bill
not
Gates.
take control of the people? And he's the one who, on a TED talk, said mass population is a very bad thing. I'm going to create something that can take out
I don't
the
think he
masses.
said that, but either way, either way, what does this
There's a
have to
TED
do
talk.
with you slashing the throats of innocent sentient beings?
It's killing people, is it not?
But what does that have to do with you choosing to
Okay.
kill animals? Come on, follow,
100%.
man.
So that's the thing. If you had the choice to kill an animal or a human, who would you go for?
Obviously, I would kill an animal, but the choice
But
is
that's my
between
point.
But
The human conscience is stronger. We have a
Dude,
soul.
Dude,
We
your
have an
choice,
understanding.
your choice is between killing an animal or not killing an animal.
But animals are going to die
What is your
regardless.
choice? Repeat the choice that you have.
Animals will die
What is your
regardless.
choice? Repeat the choice that you have.
All I'm saying is animals
What is your
will
choice? Please
die-
repeat the choice
will
that you
die
have.
regardless.
No. What is your choice? Your choice is to take somebody's life or not. Why choose to
We
take
would
somebody's
not take
life?
it. But that's the same thing with you. If I gave you the choice, you wouldn't take a human life.
I wouldn't take anybody's life.
But
So
as
why choose
humans,
to take
we
somebody's
believe
life?
a human conscience is more important.
Why take somebody's life? You can choose to believe that humans are more important and still not take an animal's life. Again, me killing a pigeon right here, killing a dog right here, is the same as you paying for animal products. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
None of it is necessary.
Yeah.
Yet you would say it's extremely cruel and stupid for me to do, right? So why choose to? I don't need to kill an animal. I don't need to go and slash the throat of that pigeon. But if I do it, you know.
But that's the thing. If you do it, nobody will care. But if you had to slit
I
the
don't
throat
care if
of
nobody
someone,
cares.
you know
It's
what I
still
mean?
wrong.
It's.
Why does it matter if
I
anybody
think there's
cares
a
or
level
not?
of consciousness that people associate with high. Like human beings, we don't kill because we can understand.
What do you mean you kill? You kill animals.
I don't kill animals.
You pay for others to do it. It's the same thing.
But am I killing them or are they dying regardless of what I do?
No.
Let's say I go
They're killed as
vegan.
babies, man. They're killed as animals are
Bill.
killed at less than a quarter
No,
of
I
their
know.
life.
I live in South Africa. I know the farms.
So again, taking the child's life, an animal, a small animal's life, an innocent small animal, just because you can.
Yeah.
That's your choice is to not. Why choose to do it?
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if I join you on this vegan pathway, are animals going to die regardless, or are they not going to die?
Some animals are going to be stopped. You know, your impact is 100
many
animals.
animals?
100 animals per year.
Where
your
is this
impact.
proven?
Oh, you can look it up. You don't just trust
One
me.
person minuses 100 animals.
It's actually more, but like let's
I
100
truly don't
100
believe
is.
that because there's 5,000.
Pull up your phone. Pull up your phone.
There's 5,000 animals
My
being
phone is
killed
there.
a
Pull up
second?
your phone and Google it. How many animals are saved by going vegan?
How many? Around 730 animal lives after 2 years of being a vegan.
Yeah, so as I said, 100 per year.
So I have to be.
I was very,
no, you're
very
fair. You're
lenient.
close, but like, how many people on this planet? Do you know what I mean? How many are vegan?
Dude, why does that matter? If everybody does the wrong thing, why do you think that you doing it makes it right?
No, I'm not saying it's right. I told you it's not right. I said there's a right way of doing it. I don't believe. I've seen the way they kill these animals. It's completely wrong. Like,
And yet you still support it. Yet you still pay
what
for it.
can I do?
To stop paying for it.
Do I
It's
not
only
need
logical.
meat as a human being?
No, you don't.
But who proved this?
Open up your phone and Google, do we need meat to survive and thrive? But do you know Novak Djokovic? Have you heard of him?
Yes, obviously, he's a tennis player.
Yeah, do you find him a good guy? Like do you find him a great athlete?
To where
He doesn't
is,
eat
he's
animals
decent.
or animal products.
But that's the thing.
He's
that's,
the number one tennis player in the world. What the hell are you mean he's decent? He's the best
if you
tennis
look
player
at
in the
all
world.
sports players around the world, how many are vegan though?
Well, how many? Most of them are not vegan, but I would argue that if they were, they would be just
I
as
agree.
strong.
Listen, I've done fasting. I've eaten
So you
plant-based.
can survive and thrive on plant-based diet
No,
and make it
I
again.
wouldn't disagree with that, but I've said there's a right way of doing it. Like the way it's doing now. I mean, have you seen how these things get slaughtered? It's
Describe to me how you would take the life of a cow the right way. Describe it in details.
the only way is pierce it right through the heart, and then afterwards I'd
And you
send
think
it.
they wouldn't feel pain? They have, you have nerve endings there.
Yeah, but
you would definitely feel pain. You would bleed to death. You would feel pain for 2 hours.
Yeah, but if you calm someone before doing anything, or an animal before doing it,
Yes, that's the thing.
if there's a common understanding, does it not make?
Yeah, if I calm you down and then I insert the knife into you, you won't feel the pain anymore because that's how pain
I'll
feels.
feel the
where it's
pain, but
like.
at least I know I'm going where I deserve to go.
Ah, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit.
But that's
you're
what-
bullshitting
that's
right
why
now.
God is
No,
omnipresent,
you're
is it
just
not?
going around the argument. You're just going around the idea. Your choice is between killing or not killing an animal. Why would you choose to kill an animal?
They're gonna die either way.
No,
At the end of the
they're not.
day.
Yeah, you're gonna die also, but you don't get. All these people here are gonna die anyway. But you
100%.
don't choose to kill them.
But
do
that's
you?
the thing. We cannot stop it. They don't
You
have.
can. You saw that you can.
Yeah,
Stop
but
it with this bullshit.
they
These are
can't stop it,
excuses.
do you believe?
This is bullshit excuses. You can stop it. You can choose to be part of it. You can choose to not be violent towards animals. Right now, your status is I'm violent towards animals. I pay for animal violence. Don't
But then, how
bullshit
many
yourself.
followers do you have that completely have stopped this?
Dude, I have 1,000
killing.
people who are literally vegan that I know, I think like hundreds of people who don't participate in any of it. Like I'm a power lifter for fuck's sake and I can easily do it.
Yeah.
Everybody can do
Because
it.
that's because you gain strength from. I agree. They electrolytes. The living. It's been proven that plants, citrus, fruits give us electrolytes that our body
Yeah.
need. You don't need to drink water if you're having electrolytes. But it's an interesting convo.
We're going
And I
in
thank
circles.
you.
So
No, I agree, but thank you.
I'll just give you a pamphlet. Please read through it. And
But keep doing what you're doing. I mean, honestly,
I mean, I'm obviously not gonna stop. You know, like
It's sick.
yeah. So I actually don't have one in English, so
No,
I'll
it's
just give
fine.
you this Amsterdam map.
It's good that you're reaching people.
Yeah, but listen, it means nothing that you say this if you're going to keep exploiting and slaughtering animals. So
100%.
so I'm trying to be direct with you. Just please know that animals will be exploited, will die for you, and how many more need to lose their life just because you refuse to change?
Yeah.
How many more animals have to die for you?
What's the stat now? How many animals die
It's
every
not a stat.
hour?
It's a choice. You can stop it. You can say 0 and 0 animals will die.
Okay, so
from
let's
you.
say you and I, we gather up all these people. Does it really stop it?
Dude, it doesn't matter what others do. Again, it's your participation. You have responsibility for what you do.
It's a tough one. It is a tough one. It's not right. I agree with you, but it's a tough one. But thank you for your chat. I wish you all the best, man.
No, let's just fist bump.
Sweet.
Please stop exploiting animals, man. It's not okay. Yeah. Yeah, you wanna come and talk to me? I saw you girls.
I want to bring my friends.
Yeah, bring your friends. It's fine.
What is it
I
about?
guess you saw my sign, huh? That.
Yes, I saw it before I came. Oh, it's alive.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, is it live? Yeah. Okay. So okay.
What are you talking about?
This is what it's
Animals
about.
abuse should be legal.
Yeah.
Change your mind. I don't think your mind should be
Animal
changed.
abuse should be legal.
Why? Why do you say that? Why do you think?
Why do you think animal abuse should be legal?
Why not? we obviously are smarter than them. We can obviously easily slaughter them. Like I just put a knife through their throat and it's all good.
Do you?
That's fucked up.
That's great.
It's
That's
fucked up?
really fucked
So
up.
would you, why? Why is it fucked up?
Well,
Because animals were here before we were.
Okay. So is it wrong to do this to them? Are you saying?
of course.
Well, you
Animals
agree,
cannot
right?
Speak. You're not going to kill a baby, so
Exactly.
baby can't speak.
Even more.
Animals
The reason. Okay,
Oh
even
my
more
God,
even more of a reason to abuse them because they can't speak, right?
No.
What if you couldn't speak?
Exactly. Yeah. Then
just
probably
kill
I
you when
should.
you were- we just kill you when you were baby.
Okay.
What happened?
So wait.
I
So
wasn't expecting that.
wait. Let's see it this way. So you say.
It's gonna be like.
So you say you.
I thought it was gonna be like. What is your favorite island with? or
Okay, wait.
something like
So
that.
you agree that cats or dogs should not be abused?
Of course not.
What about cows, chickens, pigs?
They're innocent. What are they doing wrong? Well, the thing is, there's vegans in this world.
So are you vegan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm also vegan.
Yeah.
Are you vegan?
Yes.
I really? Are you also?
No, I'm serious.
No, come on. You're not vegan. No, come on, be honest.
I've been vegan since like. No, generally they're not vegan, but I've been vegan since. I joke. No, she's vegan. I'm vegan.
I'm also vegan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait,
There you
explain
go.
the situation. Are you being serious that animals should be abused, or is this?
I mean, if
No,
you're,
no, he's
no,
trying
it's
to
reverse.
reverse.
It's reverse psychology. So if,
So we're supposed to support the fact that it's not supposed to happen.
Exactly.
I was just want to say you're a really horrible person. to say that.
it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it that much.
What the?
But like, let's put it this way: like, if you are not vegan, then that statement is true for you. You believe that animal abuse should be legal because when you buy animal products, there is abuse, heavily abuse behind them.
Yeah.
So
Depends on where you buy your meat.
I came today. I told some that I'm a bit tired of telling the story, but I came today from an animal sanctuaries. They rescued chickens, egg-laying chickens from farmers, and they rescued them from biological farms. The biological farms are the top of the top, would you say? I'll tell you, they all get exploited. They have infections. They don't get treated nicely, and regardless, they take their life for nothing. What?
Yeah.
It's optional to you. You can, like, you have vegan friends. You can definitely survive and thrive without exploiting animals. Why choose to? Your choice is between exploiting and not exploiting an animal. So what makes it right to
It's actually
exploit
a valid,
them?
no, it's a valid thing.
Yeah.
How long have you been vegan for?
2.5 years, something like
So
that.
is this
Why
a new
did you decide to be vegan?
Because of the dairy industry. Do you know anything about the dairy
the
industry?
industry, the exploitation of the cows and
Yeah,
like the abuse
yeah.
of them?
Yes.
It's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
Now,
So do you know what happens in the dairy industry? Because that's what got me vegan. Right? It's
Yeah.
why do cows produce milk? Let's just go through it a little bit. Why do cows produce milk?
I don't know.
It's
Because
natural.
they babies.
For their babies, exactly. Because they're pregnant, they get pregnant. Farmers literally put their fist in their anus, holds their cervix, and injects bull semen. Somebody has to jerk off a bull for that to happen. All of this is standard practice, by the way. All of it, I'm not joking. It's small farms, big farms, biological farms. They all do this. And once the babies are born, what do you think happens to the babies?
Turn into lamb chops.
If they're first and foremost, they're separated from their parents. They're from their mother, because well, their parents, their mother, because males are killed. But they're separated because they shouldn't drink their milk. Milk was, their mother made it specifically for them, biologically, naturally, as you say. We separate them because we say this is our milk, we need it. If they're male, they don't produce milk, so what happens to them?
They become food.
Exactly, they get slaughtered, they get killed. If they're female, year over year, forceful impregnation, much like their mothers, and after 8 years, nobody can just, the farmer cannot justify keeping them alive financially because they don't produce enough milk, and they all go to a slaughterhouse. And they can live up to 20 years, not even half their life.
I know.
For something that is fucking optional as shit. Like, you can't deny that milk, cheese, any of it is optional to us.
Yeah. But to be fair, can I explain my situation? Well,
Go
our
ahead.
situation. We're from South Africa.
Yeah.
And in South Africa, we have like boere, like farmers. And our farmers, like when they raise their cattle and stuff, they make sure that they're treated well. It's because they care about the animals, but
They
they
have a
also
good life.
Yes. Like they believe in the circle of life.
Yeah. Have you
So-
had a good life so far?
Yes, I've had a really good life.
Would it be fair for somebody to take it now because they like the taste of your flesh?
No, but doesn't matter, you know. But our
Does it
friends-
matter that they have a good life? That's the problem, huh? Exploitation and slaughter, that doesn't mean anything.
I know.
It's not fair just because, like we said, is animal abuse, whatever. It's not
Yeah.
fair to just kill, just to. It makes
Exactly.
sense. Our friends need us.
Yes.
But as we say, your job is incredible, and I appreciate it because you're really open-minded, and I really
I
appreciate
had-
it because we're going through. Everyone's moment. She's now gonna
I
turn
did not
vegan.
expect the conversation to be like this. I thought it was like.
But no, I respect the fact everything that you say.
Don't respect me. I don't care. Respect the animals,
Yes,
please.
I respect. Trust me, what I want to study and what I want to become is to support animals. I want to be a small animal and horse physiotherapist.
Yeah.
So it is my job, my future job, to support animals.
Can you support animals while simultaneously paying for their death? And slaughter, exploitation for all of this?
Yeah.
'Cause can you? Isn't it a bit hypocritical?
No, yeah, it is pretty hypocritical. But in where I live at the moment, it is very expensive to be a vegan.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Most places in this world, being vegan is actually cheaper than anything else. It's like, because when you think of vegan products, you usually think of like plant-based meats or something.
So-
But you have tofu, you have lentils, you have beans, you have chickpeas, you have vegetables. All of these are the cheapest things in the supermarket.
Yeah, true.
But let me give you some resources. Like,
Please do. I feel like I need to be educated a little bit more than
Yeah.
what I actually am.
so, go on, scan this code or go on this website, type in this code when they ask you, set it to English, and watch the most important speech you'll ever hear.
But I don't want to be traumatized.
It's not. It's just a speech, like we talked right now. It's a person holding a speech, telling you about the practices, about eggs, about dairy, about all of it, and just being direct as possible, exactly like you need it. You need directness. You need to learn about it, okay? So, can you promise me you'll watch that speech? The most important speech
I
you'll
will
ever
do it
hear.
when I get home.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. Meanwhile, choose to not exploit any more animals, okay? Because every time you buy one animal product, one animal will be exploited and slaughtered on your behalf. And if you don't want that to happen, then say no to all of it,
Yeah.
okay? What's your name?
Annalette.
Annalette. Nice to meet you. You also
I
have my
respect what
social
you're
media
doing.
here. Yeah.
I wish I could make a bigger difference than what I actually am.
Challenge 22, sorry to interrupt there. Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist, send you vegan recipes every day, help you go vegan, they help you be within your
For free?
budget. For free, it's all free.
Okay.
You just have to subscribe to it and do it. But in reality, you know what it is. We have Google, we have ChatGPT nowadays. Whatever whatever difficulty you're facing, you can ask any of them and you'll find an answer today.
Fair enough.
Right? You just gotta want it.
Yes.
So how many more animals have to be exploited or slaughtered for you?
No more. No more.
None.
No more. No more.
No more. No more. Then choose a plant-based diet and choose a vegan lifestyle, okay? Don't...
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys
Thank
are
you.
vegan?
Yes.
I have also something for you. Wait. Don't, you're not getting away from this one.
No, we appreciate what you're doing. We observe
Free
it.
guide for vegans.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for what you're doing.
Also
I
do
appreciate
activism.
it.
Don't just sit by, okay?
I respect,
Exactly.
out of respect, well done.
Thank you.
I'm proud that you're doing something like this because you're making a difference in the world.
I appreciate it, but again, it's not about me, it's about them, okay?
But everyone can make a
Yeah.
difference, and you're doing your small portion that can make a difference.
You
So,
can also make a difference.
I know.
You can choose to go vegan and then speak up also for them, okay?
Exactly.
But first and foremost, the bare minimum we can do is not pay for their exploitation, abuse, and slaughter, especially if you say you care about them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for having this conversation with me. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one. Hey, oh, let me give you a map of Amsterdam also, huh? If I have, no, I don't have it anymore. I'm sorry. I had a map with vegan restaurants, but there's plenty of vegan food around. Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Thank you everybody for being here. It's been almost 3 hours. Oh, it's been more than 3 hours. It's been my legs are sore. I haven't eaten in 4 hours almost. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for all the amazing donations. You've donated so much. These girls, I don't know which ones of them were vegan actually. The two of them, they said they're vegan. I don't know, like that was kind of a weird thing there. But her friends, you saw the reaction. That was awesome. The way they're like, "You're an awful person." You're like, that was just so. That was great. That was a funny reaction. So once they realized what they are paying for and what it all was, they got a little bit. So they understood. It was. I hope they make the change. The girl that I talked to, that you saw, I think she's gonna go vegan. I'm not sure if today, but I hope so faster. I mean, having vegan friends and justifying it is there's just no way to do it. There's no way to justify it. That's the reality. You can go vegan, and
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people watching. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you have not subscribed, hey, let's hit that subscribe. It does help. Like the video, it also helps with the algorithm. And if you have some suggestions on things that you think I could have done better, drop a comment below. It really does help me. I really do listen. I really try to be better. We need to speak up and be better for the animals. And if you learn something from me and you want to do activism, I urge you, please go ahead and do activism. You see it. You have good conversations. You have bad conversations. The reality is most of the people you speak to, if you don't have a camera especially, most of these people you'll be speaking to are open-minded enough. You see they're respectful. They want to talk to you. They're okay. Maybe not all of them go vegan, but you still plant some seeds. And planting seeds, the reality is, I think any person, in order to go vegan, they'll need, let's say, every person has a number of seeds that need planting, and then a push in the right direction. Once you go there and plant a seed, you're basically pushing that person closer to being vegan, closer to them not exploiting animals. It's do that. Axel, thank you so much for the super chat. Or the super sticker. I don't even know. I don't know how to differentiate them. For the donation. Thank you so much, Axel. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for the donations. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And yeah, as I said, I urge you to go out there and speak on their behalf. It's sometimes it's also fun. You see, you have people who are nice conversations. If you need resources, like I did with the printed, I give them out the printed version. Let me see if I can show you right now. I only have it in German right now. I don't have any more in English. It says 98% of people are animal abusers. Do you want to be one of them or something like that? This thing is made by Alexandra. You can find it online, I think. If not, contact me. I'll send you the PDF. You can print it out and do it yourself. Like you can have resources. You can do all of it. You have 3 movies. You have my stats to customize to do everything that you need. But you don't even need any of that. The reality is you just need to go out there. You need a phone if you want to record yourself. You need maybe a mic too if you want to record yourself. But most importantly, if you go out there and speak with somebody, you plant a seed, you get them to see animals less as resources. You get them to see that it's wrong what we do to them. You get them to see that we're oppressing them. We're doing great stuff. So if I can encourage you to do something, go out there and speak on their behalf. We are their only voice. That's the reality. We are their only voice, and they desperately need a voice. They desperately need it. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And I will see you. I guess I will see you tomorrow night at Skies. I hope to see you there. Like, subscribe, and do all that beautiful thing. I'm extremely grateful for all the donations that I received. I'm extremely grateful for all of you people being here, for all of your support, and I'll keep on fighting for the animals regardless. We need to fight for them, and I hope you do too. I appreciate all of you. Bye, everyone.